at Task Force 10's headquarters building, and you're called into a emergency briefing along with several other personnel uh, on duty in the pool by Major John Johnson, um, operations
What the?
head here, John J.J. Johnson. Um, so he brings John in and he puts up on the budget projector a police report by one Captain Yansim of the Mosul um, armed security and police department. Uh, the police report goes over that um, 3 days ago. Um, it is likely that the home of uh, Tariq Hassan, uh, who lives south of Mosul by 30 minutes, was likely the site of a terrorist attack um, by former Ba'athist military insurgents. The report goes on to detail that um, uh, Yassam was in the area because he'd been contacted by Wassam. Wassam is a fellow of the Baghdad Museum and uh, operates a research kind of sort of place out of his house. Has a small gallery there that he lets small amounts of people in to see. Um, but suffice to say, he contacted Yasim about assisting his help in moving a highly valuable artifact out of his house to a secure location due to the increase in terrorist activity. Um, upon arriving there the next day, though, he had found that sometime that night, um, insurgents had broke into his house, interrogated him, uh, and uh, stolen, possibly stolen several artifacts from the location. Um, a fight ensued at some point as four bodies were found at the scene. Um, however, due to severe injuries and mutilation, they were unable to be positively identified, and Wassam is currently listed as missing. Um, fearing the return of more insurgents that night, Yansim collected a cursory amount of evidence and then returned to downtown Mosul. He filed the report and it's made its way here. Um, some details in it have led us to believe that this is connected to one of our high value targets, which is Tahir Jalil Habush Takriti, former head of Ba'athist intelligence under Saddam Hussein. Um, possibly believe that this was under his orders and is linked to a series of other crimes involving stealing of artifacts and then selling them on the black market to fund other terrorist operations. Um, this has been made priority one as it involves a high value target, and recovering the assets will go to significantly hamper future operations by terrorists in the area. The current priorities are a team to head to Mosul to make face to face contact with Captain Yansom at Mosul Police HQ. And then from there, move to Wassam's house to conduct a more thorough investigation into what happened. Um, so, yeah, this is the team we have. He looks around the room. There is all of you, and there's additionally 6. There was 6 other um, investigators and military personnel that work for the task force have also been collected on this team. The total of you are under command of Major Mary Olson for this operation, uh, and this is Jack of Diamonds, named after the playing card that your high value target appears on in the official U.S. Army Iraqi playing card set. So, yeah, that is the mission going forward. This is going to kind of start in this investigative phase where you guys, of course, be probably going to Mosul soon to make contact with Yansem, but whatever method, means, and ideas you have pursuing are awesome. Hours and days of in-game time may pass as you guys pursue things or travel, and so I'll be keeping track. Well, we'll be keeping track of the dates together as this timetable moves forward. Osama's being treated as a missing person, so getting a lead onto his location before he's either interrogated or worse is very important.
What do we have for clues right now?
So you have the police report, which includes in it a series of marked evidence files. There is apparently a video recorder that was recovered from the scene, along with a few artifacts from Wassam's house that possibly were of interest to the group, but they were unable to take with them. There's a few pictures of general damage to the building, shattered windows, a torn up office, various missing items. And then there is Yansem's first-hand account that you can interview. There's also just the general United States military intelligence apparatus. You can go start looking for clues, possibly connected to the incident in the local area.
Can we watch the video?
The video is currently being held in the Mosul Police HQ evidence locker. It's on an old style tape recorder and cannot be digitized with any speed. So you have to travel there and watch it in person.
It sounds like a whole lot of effort.
Mm-hmm.
So what do we have for vehicles then?
You have the motor pool at the task force, which includes a number of Humvees, civilian cars, trucks. The heaviest thing you have is a M119 Commando Military Police Patrol Vehicle, which is equipped with a armored turret that has a 50 cal and automatic grenade launcher. You can request.
Yeah, I was doing that.
Yeah, you can request flights to Mosul. The city is currently a green zone. There is a 7th Battalion U.S. Infantry there, along with a large amount of the Iraqi army. But the entire area around Mosul is considered extremely hot, and including the area that Wassam's house is in.
So like a helo flight might be the correct option.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I think
we'll wait a few days to find a convoy spot. So yeah, let's try to get on the lift.
All right. I'll go ahead and start putting in the paperwork, requisitioning a pilot.
Roger that.
Well, there's always the milk run that goes between the various locations. Let's just get a seat on the milk run.
Yeah.
If you want, we could go borrow a plane.
We got a pilot with us?
That works too.
Pilot with us.
On the flight schedule, there is a Milk Run helicopter flight leaving this afternoon that has room for the team. I'll get you there pretty quick.
Actually, that sounds better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, I can pilot a drone, but I'm not sure about a helicopter.
Oh, I can fly a plane, but it's not a helicopter. Well, I mean, I can, but not very well.
So,
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just submit the travel request in there and put it in for us to get us 4 seats. the flyer was 5.
There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of you. There was also the 5 investigators and other personnel, but looks like there's 2 helicopters going out, so it should be able to hold everybody. The paperwork goes smoothly. You guys get on the flight that afternoon, and you guys get down to Mosul. You land at the airport on the south side of town.
Alrighty. Now the real question
time-
is, do they have a some vehicles that we can borrow to get in down to the police station?
Asking around, you're able to successfully requisition some basic Humvees to get you to downtown.
Well, alrighty. Everyone, load up.
All right.
What time is it now? And what time's the heat? What time do we got to be at the tarmac?
You guys have made it to the tarmac. It was the morning when the briefing took place. I'm gonna say it's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon when you get to Mosul.
Is there any restrictions on what I can bring with me to Mosul? Just my heavy stuff?
What you can hold on your person is currently the restriction, as you guys just got seats on the helicopter.
I'm bringing an M60.
That you can hold that in your lap, and people will look at you. But that's okay.
I'm going to cradle it like that is my fucking child, because I have been in too many situations where fucking meat werewolf comes out of the ceiling, so...
Now, question: does your
Damn.
pig gun have the bipod attached to the barrel?
Does it?
I think we talked about you having the stripped out lightweight version.
I think I do, yeah. I think it's like a lighter weight version of it.
It still weighs like a half a pig now, instead of a full pig that you're hauling around on your hip.
Yeah, it's here in the armory, I think.
I think I direct message you the picture. we were
Oh, it's
basing it
direct
off of.
message.
You can post on the armory though. It does look cool. Yeah. So you guys managed to grab some Humvees. You make it to the police station about an hour or so later, so about 4 o'clock. And you name drop Yansem, and you meet with him about 15 minutes later. Yansem is head of the investigative branch of this particular Mosul police station. They are the armed police, so they essentially are the SWAT team for Mosul proper. In Iraq, it's divided to like unarmed and armed police. The armed police, by ancestry, is kind of connected to the military due to the centralization of the Iraqi government under Saddam Hussein. But they've kind of broken into, unarmed police do like traffic, organization, everyday stuff, and the armed police do things like, investigate murders, respond to emergency calls, things like that. You guys managed to grab a briefing room with the Yansem, and you can start asking questions if you want.
Okay. So I guess we're gonna ask questions first before we see the video. But the
yeah, we can do
can
it
you
in any
go through
order.
that?
If you guys want to see the video first, we can do that too.
no, I think I was fine with questions everybody else is, but can you just go through what you found and your own perception of the what you recorded in your report?
He says, yeah, he can. He says that he and another officer took a patrol car to his home to meet with him to discuss moving the object. Some listed it as weighing approximately 500 pounds and is a large antique bronze amphora, which is large, like a very large vase, like almost the height of a person. Extremely ancient. It was discovered a few years ago, he said, but it's possibly too valuable to be kept just in his private home, and wanted to move to a more secure location and asked their help to do so. Upon arriving, though, he found a truck had battered down the front gate to the house The house is a 2-story kind of ranch villa surrounded by a citrus orchard. There's a wall that surrounds it. The front metal gate had been battened down by some vehicle. There was tire marks on the ground. The door had been busted open. Upon entering, he found that the building in general had been rifled through. Drawers open, papers thrown on the ground, things like that. He had made his way up to the bedrooms upstairs looking for Wassam and was unable to find anything. Returning back downstairs, in the kitchen, he found 2 bodies. They were completely devoid of skin. They were just kind of bloody messes on the ground, kind of there. From his experience in forensics, they seem fairly fresh.
I would just like to state that when they say completely devoid of skin, Darren will spit out the water he was drinking, very much like I just did.
Yes. Yeah, like
I wanna stop him quick and ask him, like, did you kind of feel anything funny when you were walking around there?
he said, I mean, once I had a gut feeling something was wrong when I went into the place. That sort of instinct that you get in this job. And then there was just this immense foreboding once I saw the victims. Yeah. Then that put us on guard. We decided that to slowly clear the place just in case there was any attacker looking around. After we did so, we found 2 more bodies out in the pool, which had been emptied at some point and had been filled with sand from the surrounding desert. They were much drier as they'd been left out in the sun all day. They were, however, in a similar shape as the 2 inside were, completely devoid of skin.
It takes a while to skin somebody, so
Yeah.
Don't ask me how I know that.
Did
I'm not
anybody
gonna ask you how you know that.
around the neighborhood? Did he
Say again?
ask around the neighborhood? Did anybody hear anything, or see a truck, or see him lift something out of the house, or hear any screaming? Or
The building is fairly isolated. It does not have any immediate neighbors. Wassam comes from a long family in the area, and they own the property for a good 2 kilometers in any direction from the building. As far as I know, as I somewhat knew Wassam before he contacted me, it's simply him, his sort of assistant, which maintained the orchard and drove his car. The assistant's grandniece was staying with them, and there was occasionally temporary workers, but there was no other permanent residents at the building.
were any of the bodies the size of a child? The grandniece.
The grandniece
smaller.
is an adult. She is in her 20s. Wassam himself is 96, and his assistant is only slightly younger than him. So when I say grandniece, I'm referring to an adult woman.
Gotcha.
Darren would like to raise his hand.
I
Go
don't
ahead.
think any of us do.
Yeah, no.
That's
I
brutal
really wanna-
shit.
You didn't find any. You didn't find any skin anywhere. Like the skin, they took the skin and the artifact and the guy with them. Could you tell if they did this somewhere? Like was it down in the basement and they threw the bodies outside, or was their bodies just laying there?
As far as I
Was it
can
blood?
tell, the wind and sand had kind of gotten rid of any traces for the outside bodies. I could tell forensically. The inside bodies, just from my experience, they were like running, attempting to flee, and then fell at some point. I don't know when the skinning took place around there. The blood is mostly around the bodies. I highly doubt they'd be able to move without their skin.
Any knife marks? They could definitely move without skin. Any knife marks? On the
Yes,
flesh?
I mean, it was in very rough shape. You couldn't really tell where the damage began and ended, as far as I could tell. I
So
took
it
some
wasn't-
quick forensic photographs for the report, and then we returned back inside. We went back into Wassam's office and the upstairs. We found several drawers missing, a lot of seemingly research equipment strewn across the floor, um, and some signs of a struggle. We did find um, a few marks of bullet holes in a few of the rooms and shell casings, but it seemed less like anyone defending their home and more like some sort of sporadic incident took place between multiple people. There was no centralized location. Like no one was holding the stairs against the front door and trading fire. There was like 3 shots here, 5 shots there. Just
Yeah.
So like they
Are you
were
saying
surprised by something.
Yes.
Okay.
Are you saying
What
does
research?
the drawers and everything?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Your question about the office?
Yeah, I was going to ask. You're saying the drawers that were missing. Did it look more like somebody was searching for something, or did it look like somebody packed up in a hurry and left?
It seemed as Wissam had been attempting to organize and pack up items to transport, maybe with the artifact he had related to me. And then what you could tell by like a few drag marks on the ground, and just obviously where like labeled storage spaces were, there was obviously missing items. It seemed as whoever had raided the home took some of those packed materials with them, and also, as usually happens in these instances, anything of seemingly value from them there, antique paperweights, whatever you will. Probably several of those items have been missing. I did not notice any obvious theft from the other rooms of the home, though. As I walked through, his bedroom seemed to be basically undisturbed, so on.
So I guess I have one question. You said it was the vase was like 300 pounds bronze, 500 pounds in bronze.
He gave me a basic write-up of it's 500 pounds bronze. It's approximately 4 foot 4.5 foot tall, quite wide. These are usually,
How big of an opening on the top, and was there something sealing it?
Yeah, it had large stopper. That's a good point. One of the pieces of evidence I collected was I found a outside near the deck of the patio. There was a large topper which looks similar to the one from the picture. It looked like it would fit, and it's currently in the evidence right now.
Can we go see that?
Yeah, it's about the size of 2 fists, I'd say. Pretty large mouth.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Crazy question. Did it look like it might fit on top of the big jar?
Yes. That's probably why I grabbed it. I could not find the big jar anywhere, which made me think it was stolen, considering how large it is. That I could not find it anywhere on the.
So somebody opened up something they shouldn't have opened up, and now there's people with no skin.
A couple months ago, I would have called you crazy. Not right now.
So, question: what was the research you found on the floor?
Wassam has been a fellow of the Baghdad Museum for decades at this point, since its founding in 1957. Before that, he was a student intellectual in the area. I don't know much. Before then, I have access to the official records from the Ba'athist regime, Saddam Hussein, which show that he had various research papers to it. I've alerted the Baghdad Museum that one of their fellows is missing. I received a response to concern back, but they did not have any information off of me. Like, they didn't tell him he did not tell them that he was traveling or anything like that. Yes, he is a expert in extremely ancient, like Akkadian, and ancient pre-Babylonian history.
Pre-Babylonian.
Yeah. Anybody else got a feeling it's gonna be a shit show we're walking into?
Okay,
You know.
so at which point have we not walked into a shit show in the past 6 months?
True. I just want to take that stopper with just in case.
Oh yeah.
Or at least a good
Maybe
drawing
it's time to watch the
picture
video.
of it.
No,
Do we
I
know
think
if
the stopper with just in case we need to stuff something back in there and close it up.
I'm gonna have to check that out of evidence.
I gotta wonder if we know if the good doctor has any compatriots or contemporaries who might know more information about whatever was touched in there. Like, I mean, he probably talked to somebody before whatever happened.
Yeah, do we have his phone records? Any sort of correspondences? Do we know who his friends are?
Do not have any phone records. He was a pretty, old school person. We don't have anything like that.
Hold on.
Can we go
at
to
this
the
point, though,
museum,
Major Olsen picks up, and she, from the briefcase she took with her on the flight, pulls out a file that she had printed before she left. She's like, I bought this so we can compare notes. It's Wassam's personnel file from the U.S. military. We went through, we kind of backtracked and checked, the Iraqi government and everything, including, civilian staff. Something really interesting showed up, and she flips to the very back of the file.
Oh my god.
And it shows that Wassam was working for British Foreign Intelligence, SOE, during World War II. He assisted in several operations throughout the Middle East, chasing down possible espionage, spies, weapons, and money smuggling. He then has kept an off and on contact for things with the U.S. and with Britain over the years until about 25 or so years ago, where he kind of slowly lost contact. We touched base with him after the invasion of Iraq in 2003, and he said he does any important information in the future. He was labeled as not a security threat.
Is there anyone who he worked with at the museum we could talk to?
Jansen goes, I suspect so. The way the Iraqi sort of what's in that administrative academic system works is the Iraqi museum is sort of like the mother museum. All the other city and local museums are kind of its children, and so budgets, interviews, hiring, all passes through the Baghdad National Museum at some level. So he probably has a working relationship with a few personnel there.
Can we get a couple guys, just local ones, to go over there and interview some of the people he might have worked with while we're heading out to his place? Have them contact us when we get there.
Yeah, Major Olsen, says, yeah, I'll phone back to base once we're done with the interview.
Is it time to watch the video?
It might be. So he brings you aside and says, I have not watched the video due to maintain the forensic integrity of the evidence. I also knew that this was probably outside my resources to pursue, so I wanted to wait to crack it open until American help arrived. And he gestures, and you follow him as you head towards another part of the police station. You make your way through a large armored door into what appears to be the evidence Larco areas. Larco is kind of an understatement. There's two main sections. One section to the left is sort of a metal fence with a desk, behind which is sort of a warehouse of racks of items and things, particularly weapons, large amounts of weapons actually. Um, which you kind of think between the disarmament of the Iraqi military and the general terrorist activity in the area.
Yeah, you see anything good there?
There seems to be it seems to be a grab bag. Like if you reached in, you get like some sort of random thing out of it. Who knows? But and then to the right is another door, which just judging by it probably leads into somewhat office-like areas. He opens this up, and this seems to be the more like temperature-controlled storage. You know, there's AC in this section of the building. You go down another room into another conference room. There, he offers you guys a seat before leaving to apparently grab one of the administrative personnel. They then come back in with two briefcases, which are handcuffed to either of them, and then there's two more personnel, each of them with a key. He explains that in one of the briefcases is the stopper device that he managed to retrieve, and the other briefcase is the handheld camera with the recording inside it. And they also wheel in a TV screen on a steel cot, kind of like from school, because this is Iraq in 2006, and so this is the most basic of forensic technology here.
Oh god.
Yeah, he's like, well, if everyone's set, I can start the video.
All right.
All right. He retrieves the key from one of the archivists. He opens it up. He puts on a pair of plastic gloves. Takes up the camera. Goes over to the recording equipment beneath the TV. Gently opens up the camcorder and places the tracked videotape into the VCR.
Can I smoke in here?
He goes, only in the main building. Wouldn't want to contaminate the evidence.
Is there a garbage can?
100% convinced he's gonna need a cigarette for this.
There is a small, like one of those paper cans, like in one corner of the room. It has no liner. It looks dusty.
Fire hazard.
Montier is gonna smack Specialist Darren upside the head for such an inane question. If you don't want to be here, go smoke out front.
Oh, sit down.
All right. He goes ahead and he plays the video. As the video comes on, there was grainy footage of approximately 8 men in the back of a cargo truck, probably of Russian manufacturer. It's bumping on the road. It kind of pans around. You see there is another individual carrying a boom mic, and there was another individual with nice hair who also seems to have a handheld microphone of some kind. All three of the individuals I just listed, including the man holding the camera, are wearing basic, Chinese knockoff combat fatigues, boots, AK-47s. There are 5 other personnel in the truck, 4 of which seem to be one of slightly above average, one of the mill insurgent. They're wearing a mix of civilian clothing and military surplus, likely from China or Russia, AK-47s, ammo pouches, the works. These guys, though, seem to be slightly different than the average insurgent in that they are carrying, like, you see one of them drinking from a obviously imported soda can, looks like from Europe or something. There's a few small things about them that just they seem different, you know. The
Do they seem
fifth,
like? Sorry to interrupt. Do they seem like they may be from out of town, so to speak?
yes, yes.
Like they may be
The
imported.
Yeah, they look imported.
Okay.
They're still, seasoned with local spice, but they possibly imported. The fifth guy, very obviously imported. Few of you who are veterans of the Middle East, which is pretty much everyone in this room, recognizes a Chechen mercenary when they see one. Russian surplus, combat fatigues, and equipment from head to toe, AK-47s in superior shape. Facial scarring. This man also seems to have possibly missing fingers on his left hand. He seems quite grizzled, large, thick beard. There is a conversation going back and forth, which seems to flip between Arabic and English, actually. As it goes on, they're talking about the English phrases seem to be about more nominal topics. How you doing, weather, those types of things. For those of you who understand Arabic,
I don't think that's any of us.
I got a little.
Yeah, you catch a few phrases about getting ready, taking out a idolater, restoring Iraq to its the true Islamic way, things like that.
So basic rhetoric then.
Yeah, you know that in the larger scheme of things, there's currently two main insurgent groups which are fierce rivals. There is ISI, Islamic Army Iraq, ISSI. I can't get the acronym, whatever. But they are kind of a modernized version of Al Qaeda that stretch across western Iraq and parts of Syria. And then there is the Army of the Nashdaq Order, which is primarily built out of Ba'athist military personnel that have since become disillusioned with the new government and have gone back to fighting, and they were led by a couple of old Saddam Hussein hardliners. It is likely these men are part of that group, considering some intel links you have to your high value target, who is part of that Nashdaq army group. As the truck moves along, you see it pull up outside the building. You see an elderly man come out. It does not look like the pictures of Rassam you've seen. You kind of assume it is the driver. He answers politely in Arabic, kind of asks them what they want, and they're like, we are kind of here to pursue justice, is what they say, and then proceed. Even though you watch kind of comically as the driver unlocks the gate, they then drive through the gate anyways, and the gate dents, which coincides with what Sam has told you. They then pile out. One of them roughly grabs the driver, makes their way to the door, kicks it open. Again, even though it's unlocked, kind of orders everyone out of the house. In a few minutes, the man you recognize as Wassam appears in the parlor, along with a young woman you express possibly in her 20s. You can't really tell because she's in the full Muslim black hijab, so it's only her eyes that are visible in this sort of guise. What proceeds is approximately 30 to 45 minutes of shouting, yelling, interrogation, pulling apart various parts of the house. again in a mix of Arabic and English, running back and forth between all members. Um, to summarize, you get the sense that the niece is, for some reason, very nervous of the two older men, and quickly, like just body posture and tone, sides with the armed men that have stormed this house, um, and points them towards various things in the building. Um, while they are going through his office, they find journals and books, a few uh, decorative gold and bronze pieces of like architecture certificates or replicas of some kind. Um, and you hear a phrase repeated, "Where is it? Where is it?" Wissam increasingly tries to distract them, waylay them, even attempts to bribe them, to no avail. Finally, they, in a huff, return back to the truck, which you now notice has a trailer attached to it full of various construction equipment, it seems like. They then begin to move throughout the house before one of the men yells, and they go out to the pool in the back of the building. Jansen comments that the pool is significantly more filled with sand than it was previously. After some arguing, a few of the imported guys and the two old men are given shovels and begin digging in the pool. As they do that, a metal door appears in the side of the deep end of the pool. At this point, Wissam becomes belligerent and attempts to overpower the Chechen mercenary. He does actually quite a good job of it, despite his older age, and manages to get the man to the ground before two of the other fighters appear, grab him, and then kill him execution style.
Damn, that man's got hand.
A kind of Paul comes over the room. You see the driver kind of cool up next to Wissam and kind of hold him and just begin weeping. You cannot see the niece anywhere. She seems to have vanished from this scene. The rest of the insurgents finish uncovering the door, which looks like it's from the side of a boat. It's got one of those big crank hatches on it. They unseal it. There's a slight whoosh of pressure of something coming out. And then as they open it, they see actually a short hallway and then another just plain wooden door. They open that and they enter into obviously it seems to be Wassam's actual office or research center. The walls are lined with dozens of books. There's a table with various brushes and implements on it. Excellent lighting, and a well-kept cartography set with pens and other things. However, the centerpiece of the room is the massive jug that you heard Jansen describe. It sits inside of an iron cage in the center of the room. You see around it there was a few pieces of wood, a dolly. Looks like preparations to box it up or something. You hear the insurgents get excited, thinking they have like hit the jackpot. They're going to be rich. They come up. One of them takes a shovel and bashes the lock open. And you see as the Chechen mercenary walks up and takes the top off of the jug. At which point there is one single second of silence, and then a swarm of black locusts erupt from the mouth of the jug and disintegrate um, the man who opened it.
Holy shit.
At which point, the cameraman turns and begins to run.
There being some raid.
You see a bunch of shaky movement, and then finally the camera drops into the sand as you watch another insurgent be skinned alive while standing and collapse to the ground, looking like one of those things from a biology textbook where it's just sort of that layer is just removed.
Jesus.
And then you turn and you see a final insurgent desperately trying to start the truck. You see the locusts begin to slow. As a note, it seems to be dusk at this point. The sun has set and there is a bright moon out and a few external lights that are illuminating the scene as this has taken place over about 2 or so hours as the insurgents ride in the late evening. So backlit by the truck, which won't start, but the headlights are on. You see the swarm of locusts slow and into a sort of cylindrical cyclone, approximately 12 feet tall, 8 feet wide. You then watch the insurgent get out from the vehicle, like seemingly accepting his fate, and drop to his knees. And then there's a kind of buzz in the air, and the camera cuts out.
Did the film have a timestamp on it?
Yes, it is timestamped for the evening before Yansum arrived.
Okay.
So,
did what happened? Did the swarm fly off
23rd.
after it finished, or what?
Say again?
What happened to the swarm? Did you say it flew off?
It was still there in shot. It had not moved a great distance or anything. It seemed to be just hovering in front of the kneeling insurgent before, and then it cut out.
I see.
So
okay.
So he was the only one alive past the daughter. We don't know where she's at, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
There's
search
2
the
or
house
3
for the daughter.
people
that needs
missing
to
from
be-
the view in the wild running of the cameraman, but you saw at least 2 people be killed by it.
So is
How many bodies?
Yeah.
There was 4 bodies that Ansem discovered.
How many were in the initial video? 5.
There were 6 men in the back of the truck. Later on in the video, you identified 2 more men that were sitting in the cab, likely a driver and co-driver. So
That's
8 insurgents. And then there was 3 residents of the home that were present. There was Wassam, his assistant, and the assistant's niece, which was the young woman.
So Sam is dead then, right?
You don't know. You don't. Actually, no. You saw Wassam get shot.
Okay.
But you didn't find
Yeah,
his body there?
But you did
assaulted
not
the
find his body.
mercenary, and then they pulled him off him and shot him after that.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And his assistant is dead too then?
Unknown.
Okay.
Unknown. I would like everyone to make a sanity check for watching several people
Let's do that.
instantly deskinned.
Yeah.
All right, Sam, you want to roll mine
Oh,
for me?
goody.
Sure.
Critical success. One time that's not going to help me.
Aaron would like just to light a cigarette.
Jansen does not stop you because he's kind of staying into space.
I offer him one.
Ouch. Oh,
He takes it.
yeah,
Wow,
let me have one of them, Darren. I haven't smoked in like 20 years, but let me have one.
Here, everyone.
Am I the
everyone can
only
just
one
have
who passed?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Everyone, if you
Yikes.
failed, you lose a D4 of sanity. If you succeeded, you only
What?
lose 1.
Oops. I don't want to go down to 1. I want... There we go.
So, thermite grenades, CS gas, a really big can of fucking Raid,
Yeah.
Is DDTs anywhere? Have
At
they
this
outlawed
point,
that
A bug
yet?
zapper.
At this point, Susan Hastings, who's an African American woman in her 30s, is one of the analysts on Task Force 10 that accompanied you. Asks for the video to be rewound to the moment before they open the N4. She does, and 1 second. Oh, I'm sorry, they do. One second as I check something.
Okay, let's do the whole stat thing. Okay, we're good.
Oh yeah, we really never went over that.
Okay, Susan Hastings is a American educated. You get your health back from last session, by the way, Einbach. You don't. Oh yeah, and willpower as well, because you guys got to sleep. The temporary stat loss is restored. Oh yeah, Susan Hastings is a American educated expert in Middle Eastern history and culture. She has it returned back, and in this, still you can clearly make out the text written on the M4, the large vase. She out loud translates it in a halting voice and says, the M4 reads, "The father of war waits, hungry to lick the skin from the world. War his endless gift, blood his endless price. Free him and pay."
Fuck. Well, it took their skin, that's for sure.
Yeah, but how much blood is the price? And did they fulfill it with the handful of bodies and then make off with it?
Well, who moved the
Oh.
vase
Exactly.
We're all asking the wrong
Yeah.
question.
and the
The
truck?
question is, what do we need to kill a fucking god?
Looks like DDT might work half decently.
And anybody,
Um,
anybody got some
Mhm.
sarin gas, maybe?
Yeah, as you guys talking about this, you realize you can also pause it on some of the frames where the insects appear. You order forward a few frames, and then the close-up of the Chechen opening the vase where they first come out, you manage to find a clear frame where you realize that they are not locusts. They seem to be thousands and thousands of shards of individual obsidian.
Okay, who pissed off the Aztecs?
Are the Samoans? Although I suppose those are more shark teeth.
I mean, if you got a
Wow,
volcano,
obsidian.
you can have one.
Anybody good on history?
I got like
Maybe
15%.
I mean, I passed it in high school.
I can roll for it, certainly.
Yeah. Anybody?
You
got
also
any-
have,
we can all try.
However, we
All right,
literally
You
have
also
an
have the researchers you can ask.
Yes,
the
we have the
assistant
NPC
people.
here who can roll higher than any of us.
Okay, yeah. Let's have
Probably.
the NPC. What is it? Is obsidian? You know, why
The
obsidian?
historical significance.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
Because I didn't think there was that many volcanoes in the Middle
Just
East.
for fun. Let's see what happens.
Uh,
Yeah, that's what I expected.
yeah.
Oh, that was close.
Consulting with a few of the NPCs and comparing notes.
Ooh,
You guys
Greg knows.
Greg
are
got
able to
it.
learn that there was a sufficient enough older volcanic activity to have some obsidian deposits in the country.
Oh shit. Okay, cool.
They're not common,
They're
but they're
got really
not
good history.
they're not extant. They're not
so-
non-existent. The
So
additionally, say again.
so let me just do some math again. Let me just say it out loud. I heard everything correct. There were 8 guys in the truck. We have 4 bodies that are skinned. So 4 insurgents are missing, and a truck, and the vase. We have no body of the killed storing guy. We have no body of his driver, and we have no body of the girl. So we don't know where they went. The question is, did they all go together or did they go separate? Did we get a license plate on the truck? When we elevated the truck?
As far as you know, you do not see any identifying markers on the truck. It seems to be a Russian surplus Ural 337 cargo truck.
Now here's the cool thing. That locust swarm, or obsidian swarm, which actually might be better, might have been big enough and created enough of an impact that something like the weather radar of the local air base might have caught something and have maybe some more information of what happened after.
Possibly.
So Motier is going to make a quick call with a timestamp and ask to see if the weather radar picked up anything.
While you're doing that, why don't we get a hold of anyone who's got we got any birds above us, the satellites or whatever, happening flying over, and see if they saw anything.
Yeah. Go ahead.
In the off chance.
Make any research rolls you want. I'm going to finish reading out the history checks. However, obsidian tool making, even in areas with low volcanic activity, is common in many cultures.
Nice.
Mesopotamia
Damn, Greg.
is one of the first, agrarian civilizations, which also means it's one of the first major trade hubs. So it's highly possible that they could have imported or grabbed it, obtained the obsidian in some way. And additionally, with pre-Babylonian history, which Akkadian would be pre to during Babylonian in use, you'd have various cults or rumors or other historical oddities that could be blood cult, bad people do bad, murder bad. So yes.
All right.
From the sound of this thing, it's definitely more the bad murder cult inclined.
All right. By the way, it all checks. They're processing your request. You do not have a response yet.
Yeah.
Oh, Greg got a success on 10%. For the second time.
What are you looking for, Greg?
I want to know about a satellite. If we happen to have any satellites going over top of this area.
You know that they, from your ST briefing this morning, that there was a satellite when it's supposed to happen over Mosul. It was supposed to happen around noon today. And so, assuming the satellite did not fall out of the sky,
no, I mean from the time of the event.
Oh, from the time of the event.
Yeah, I wonder if there was anything that showed up. Like
you,
probably doubtful, but just
making some calls. You do not have a picture of it during the event. You have various night vision, thermal, so on of before and after. You do not have a during photo.
Okay. So do we have a would they be able to see like bodies laying on the ground or a truck there or anything like that?
Have we got
yeah.
Have we got any police reports of any other skinned bodies in town? Anywhere else?
Yeah.
Yeah, and since let me go check the scanner. I'll get on that. As far as the photos, I'm guessing you guys have left the evidence room or kind of just working in the general.
Oh, I want that stopper.
Yeah, taking the stopper.
Oh yes. So the stopper is in a locked briefcase. It requires a key and a passcode. The passcode is 4563.
Okay. I want to take it out of the briefcase and put it in my pack.
He's like, it. Major Olson stops you and says, "It remains in the briefcase. One person gets the briefcase. One person gets the key. That's standard procedure for these high-value items."
Okay.
I'll take the key.
All right. As soon as we leave, we're opening that and putting it in our pack because I want this thing accessible in a hurry without having to fuck around with the key and lock.
Damn
Still
straight.
also need the other half too.
Just in case, there's, I don't know.
Though I would wonder if we need to get the obsidian shards also in the same area. Instead of just closing it up, you need to trap the obsidian back in it.
Well,
Or
I'm wondering if
is
it's
there
not
any
in
rights?
there. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, actually, hell,
Oh, shit, Renko.
I'm gonna go reach out back to our major handler.
Oh yeah.
What was her name?
Crazy guy. Oh, blah blah blah. What was her name?
Does Obsidian have any? Yeah. Does Obsidian have any properties like being magnetic or anything?
It is
No.
non-magnetic. It's a form of volcanic glass.
Glass,
It
right?
is
like
superheated
sharp.
rock, I should say.
It's really, really sharp.
No, we're talking about the shards or the stopper.
The shards of the thing.
Okay.
What's the stopper made out of anyway?
The stopper is
Yeah.
made out of a bronze.
Okay, so it's still
Seems
not
very
magnetic.
old.
No, but
you
they
were allowed
should be
to
able to
open
cut
it
through
and
that
observe
shit.
it in
I
the
mean,
secure
should be
room
able
of
to.
the police station. It is has somewhat of intricate design on top. There's a large plug. Does not have any whatever fabric or watertight component has since deteriorated over time. However, there's an extremely intricate inscription emblazed into the bottom of the plug, carved into the bronze.
Can somebody read
swirling
that?
Geometric. Hastings takes a look at it. She says, "That's no language I've ever seen,
Hmm.
or if it's even a language. It seems to be art of some kind, but it does not match anything contemporary to the time period."
I'm gonna
Well,
go
the
ahead and
rest.
take
Yeah,
what
a
about
picture, a really low quality cell phone picture of it, or unless we got actual no, we absolutely have cameras. I'm gonna take an actual proper camera picture of it so I can
he
send
send
brings
it.
up the evidence
Even
cam.
if we
He gets a
didn't
nice
have
clear
it,
picture.
they would let us. Yeah, they would let us use a camera.
Does the
Um,
pictures look like a body movement or some kind of signs with your hands or anything like that? That might be how you get the shards back in or something. Might be directions.
Yeah.
Now, as
I'm
the
gonna roll a skill check for you, Daddy-O.
as the local conspiracy theorist, possibly alchemy involved.
Not from you can tell.
Occult.
All right, I want to get a
Why
picture
not?
of this
I
and
got better
send to Renko.
I'll throw occult as well.
Yeah.
And damn it,
Mhm.
I did worse.
Yeah. As you guys are walking out of the police
I don't
station,
know it either.
you get a secure link to the military base. You kind of send these images back and forth. About 2 hours or so have passed. About six o'clock now, with all this talking and so on. You get the satellite images back. You on the thermal. The morning of, you can make out the bodies being still slightly warm, because you can see the two outside bodies clearly in the pool. You can see kind of clearly that the truck.
died in the cavern.
Say again.
Didn't somebody die inside the little underground office?
Yeah. So now that you realize the office is there, you realize that the wind from the previous day had recovered the doorway. And that's why Jansen didn't notice it on his Coastal inspection.
there
He
could be
did not think
bodies
to
out in
dig up the
there.
pool.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go over there.
We're gonna better bring some shovels.
Mhm.
Oh, is it started the next day for
Bring
us?
him.
We're not still there.
It's
Bring a leaf
this this event. The incident happened approximately 4 days ago.
Oh,
Jansen got there 3 days ago.
No.
Got it. Okay. All right.
We are behind schedule then.
Mm-hmm.
It
Alright.
is
So
6
let
o'clock the first day.
let the
of
police
this
know
investigation.
to keep us informed of any unusual activity of like skin bodies or missing personnel, anything like that
Gotcha.
within the following days.
The Iraqi police system is still paperwork based, so they're gonna start
at
comparing
least
reports.
like a beep on the radio or something.
Yeah, they put APB to other stations. It's just gonna take a sec for the various departments to get back to them.
And like cover it up as say like I don't know, serial killer or something like that.
He's like, yeah, that sounds good. I think if I asked about a swarm of locusts,
a swarm of obsidian
my
locusts
fellows
would
would
not sound good on the
yeah.
report.
Or have you seen a swarm of obsidian flying around?
Well, it might be worth asking for comments about insect plagues from local farmers, but they don't really talk to anyone anyway, so I don't know how often
They want to be left alone.
So while we're waiting for paperwork and some secondary investigation of that lower to be completed, I definitely want to reach out to, what was it, Lieutenant Johnson? The lieutenant who introduced us to our current profession.
The Air Force Jag
Colonel?
lady.
Yeah, Jag.
The major.
You sent an email. I don't know what the time difference would be if it's night in the United States.
It wouldn't matter. I wouldn't expect a response for at least 10 to maybe 18 hours.
Roger that.
I'm trying to think of anything else I could
But
do.
yeah, just see if anything on here pings something on there. I don't know if they've got like a monster manual of sorts that they've kept, or maybe they know what the occult additional writing on the urn or amphora is.
Oh, one more thing. You said that the charge kind of slowed down towards evening. Is that right?
They seemed active in the. It was essentially dusk. The sun had set, though there was still some light in the air when it was out. It was able to move rapidly, but just kind of trying to. Rewatching the end of the video a few times, you see that when the insurgent in the camera shot, when he stops running,
When
and
he kneels at it.
Yeah, it slows.
Yeah,
and
like it's
doesn't,
standing before him almost.
Yeah, it doesn't just immediately take him out like the other guys.
We could be looking at
possible.
possible.
Host.
Yeah, I'm not saying this in front of the officers, but I'd be like,
oh no, we're doing this. We need to get away from this. The officer guys and
yeah, we're having this discussion like in the car or something.
As is, so yeah, we need to get in the car and get going.
I'd be like, we may be looking at a cult here. This looks like cult activity. Like he's just started, and they've been at this for 4 days. God only knows what's been going.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
So lots of termite.
Yeah.
I don't know. Will thermite even do anything to obsidian? I mean,
someone will make demolitions.
Hey, Rainbow.
Check.
Oh, I have that. Yes.
Oh, goodness.
I definitely want to see if any sort of radar picked up low-level small signatures. They'd probably be disregarded as either sensor ghosts or something or other. It might be an indication of any additional attacks if they amass and present a large enough radar cross-section. If you want, I can probably get us an access to their servers, but I could use some help.
Oh, I could get access to the servers. I mean,
yeah. Weinbach does have
I
like
think
official
I have the
access to
score out of this group.
Yeah, does have official access
cake.
to the running drone system.
All right. So if you want, let's try and see if we can't code up a little program that constantly watches for sensor ghosts and gives us a ping on where they might be.
Easy
and
as pie.
Approximate size of the sensor ghost.
Easy as pie.
Let's see.
Give me that.
Give me that SIGINT. Or the computers.
SIGINT or computer.
Assist.
Oh,
like two.
With multi-area assisting, I'm a call that success with the two of you working together.
Well, I haven't rolled yet.
Yeah, roll.
Oh, sorry. I didn't realize that was multi-area. I read that as
that was multi-area.
That was his.
Oh,
yeah.
sweet.
Oh,
3.
Sweet.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, hell yeah.
Like I said, easy as pie.
So
I even got you a piece.
So as you are writing this,
like you're sitting there, like, okay, we need to do this, and this, and like, oh, done.
Here, gotcha.
It'll take a second though.
Go ahead. I'm sorry, you're interrupting all the time.
Let me ask this question: Is the team aiming to like head out towards the house tonight?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
okay.
You probably want to get on this quick. So, how far away is it from?
It's
hang on.
It's outside. Well, it is outside.
Morning would probably be better because the obsidian does kind of glint in the sunlight.
It would be easier
yeah,
to
but
see.
if it's insurgents or cultists, we own the night.
Yeah.
Yeah, it might be hard to see at night.
Hard to see at night in hostile territory. My gut says
want to
wait till daylight.
I don't know.
I don't want to give them additional hours to do something to the crime scene.
Okay.
Has it been locked down, handler? Which I'd be asking to the person we're meeting with.
He's like, no. I gotta meet. Like, one of the reasons I halted the initial investigation at the site was I got a call of a large insurgent group moving into the area.
Shit.
And
yeah, that was I was going to ask was, are we seeing any either increased activity in one part of the area, or any especially decreased activity in one part of the area, which could mean some control or reduction in control of it, enemy forces, or reduction in their mass because of more deaths.
So there has been an increase in activity in the area. That seems to be the flashpoint currently of insurgent activities is the surrounding rural area around the house. Not necessarily around the house itself. Is that there's been IED sightings, some ambushes, things like that. So it's considered very hot. However, I think on multiple fronts between the computer programming analysis of the radar maps, the analysis of incident reports, it's just going to take a few hours between everyone of actual work of in-game time.
Yeah.
Of
for sure.
Getting a result from this.
Mm-hmm.
And so it would push the clock from 6 to late in the evening, 11 or 12. And so I want to say is before you guys are making great progress on the skill checks. So, but before I give you the answer, if I give you the answer, it moves the clock.
Okay.
Fair enough.
So, is there something you want to do before you guys sit down and go over all this stuff in game time for a few hours?
So we got the stuff. We just need to analyze it, and that's going to take time.
I want to call Renko and see what he knows about any kind of ancient languages.
All right.
So
we'll do information gathering for the next bit then.
All right.
Yeah. What was the question?
If the niece wasn't found, wouldn't she go back to where her family is?
We don't know.
We reached out to see if she returned.
We don't know. She could be wandering the streets for all we know.
Yansem kind of steps in and goes, the thing is with the bodies as I saw them and with the footage, we're pretty sure that at least comparing the footage, we're pretty sure at least 2 of the bodies we found were insurgents. Right. The other 2 we still don't exactly know. And I couldn't even tell what gender they were, let alone height, age, whatever. So until we do some more thorough testing or retrieve the bodies back to a forensics lab, I don't think we'll be able to tell exactly how many people from the house survived versus how many insurgents survived, as far as that goes.
Okay. All right. I guess right back.
Oh, and then about the family. Yansem states that the reason she was staying at that's one of the first leads I followed this morning was finding a family. The reason she's staying with them is her family was recently the victim of a terrorist attack, and so her great uncle is her current closest relative. Any living relation, possibly in another country or miles and miles away. So she was giving into her great uncle's custody following the attack.
Where's he at?
The great uncle is Wassam's assistant.
Oh. So maybe he's one of the dead people.
Yeah.
So is that the driver? Okay, hold on.
Yeah, the driver is approximately 74.
Okay,
the niece is like 23, and Wassam is 96.
Okay.
So possibly the two people outside by the pool are there. Is our guy and his driver.
Yeah.
And then two guys inside the house, which who knows who they were, because we didn't see them get shot. And then whoever's down in the hall.
Yeah, you guys haven't seen the hole since the incident, so you don't know how many people remain down there.
Well,
yeah. All right, I think we need to get back to the house and search the house better. Search around
what time is it after we reviewed?
So here's what I'm thinking. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Here's what I'm thinking. Olsen, grab Sherman and Antiquitas. Who are you playing as?
I'm Captain Spike.
Spike. Olsen, grab the specialist Sherman and Spike, and take a look at the house. I'll work with Reinbach and see if we can't get some early warning system, and or see if there's other instances of perhaps that obsidian swarm.
Yeah.
We'll meet back at the airport here.
Major Olsen kind of interjects, and she's like, "I'm gonna veto just driving straight to the house tonight without a plan. We don't have access to any armored vehicles. We don't have access to a convoy to cover us. We have range, no overwatch.
Well, we did have to drive in. We flew.
Yeah, we got two unarmored Humvees, and I'm not taking that an hour out into enemy territory.
Oh shit! Yeah.
The house is like on a good day 45 minutes down the highway, but considering that's a red and you're gonna be driving at a speed at which you can watch the road in front of you for IEDs and such, and possibly taking back roads, it's an hour or 2 hours.
Can we get a helicopter?
You could helicopter to the area.
Kind of dangerous of people with RPGs.
Yeah,
since there's certain activity in the area,
you need some permission. You need to scratch someone's back. Helicopters are expensive. And
since there are insurgents in the area, can we justify getting some more boys to go with us?
You could.
I mean, basically just say, hey, we know there's insurgents in the area. We're going to do a controlled contact.
I'm going to progress the clock on the analysis stuff.
Alrighty.
So it's 11:30 at night right now. It's almost midnight. You guys going back and forth. You guys manage to get some police reports back. A few other stuff comes in. You get so you realize as you're going through the stuff, the police reports start to match up with the radar ping system you created. You're seeing between the hours of 10 at night and 2 in the morning a series of ghost pings on radar southeast of the city, in the area between Nineveh. I don't know what's it called again. I have to go look at that map 1 second.
That was north of Mosul.
Damn it. It's Nineveh ruins and.
Oh, sorry, Nimwood. So between Mosul and Nimwood, which is another town south of here, and yeah, there's a sort of a triangle between Mosul, the town of Nimwood, which is at the meeting point of the Tigris and Euphrates, and well, no, not Tigris and Euphrates, two major rivers, the Suyu and the Tigris, and Oval, which is the town to the east. They form a triangle, and you're seeing a pattern of radar pings nearby a police incident of either a kidnapping or a murder by flaying, essentially. There's been five such incidents since the night of the incident you just saw. So since 4 days ago, there's been five reported murders/kidnappings of either missing persons or murders of family members at various houses in the area, happening all in the middle of the night, located in that triangle. They seem to match up with radar pings you get, and you're getting a cluster within that area. Wassam's house is 45 minutes following the highway that follows the river south of Mosul, which is about halfway between here and Nimrod.
Come again?
Say again?
Inside is the house inside that triangle?
The house is inside that triangle. It's on the western part of it. It's towards one of the walls of the triangle, as it were.
All right, Spike, you want to help us see if we can't requisition some flight time with one of the Predator drones, so we can go ahead get some air cover as we take convoy down.
You want like A10 or something.
Well, A10's nice and all, but Predator drones usually are high enough, and they're also equipped with Hellfire.
Could we get one of those the C-130s with all the guns on it?
Get spooky.
See if I'll see if we can't get spooky.
Spooky or Puff the Magic Dragon or something like that.
So Puff would be a CH-47. No, not CH-47.
Wasn't like a Chinook or something with guns out sticking out the sides and
a CH-47 is a Chinook. No, it's the old Douglas DC-3s that were the military issue, and they had 3 rotary cannons. I believe 308 caliber, but they might have upgraded those to the 20 mil rotary cannon.
I just we might need to really bring some hurt.
Yeah, no, I'll see if we can't get spooky sort of in the area in case we need to call in a fire mission.
Does someone guys roll a demolition check for me?
I am not your demolitions man.
I'll do you. Spike.
I have a decent demolition check.
Go for it, Sherman.
I got nothing.
All right.
Hot damn!
That's the second one of the night.
Okay, well, I'm gonna just not even try then.
So, John, talking back and forth about probably effective means, and considering that you did not find that what's his name, the captain, the detective captain did not find any shards of obsidian on the scene, means that honestly the insurgents either probably missed or got such glancing blows against the obsidian that it was inconsequential. You probably want to start with an area effect weapon and go up from there. As far as things like thermite and other types of like area effect explosives of various kinds, you think like a pyroclastic, like heat intensive explosive would in a way be effective because it would radiate and maintain in the area and scorporate the thing better.
What we need,
you also have to remember that it seems to be able to fly and hover at a particular clip, and so getting it to stay in place for like a hand grenade would be tricky, especially if it realizes what they are.
You mean like a flamethrower? Is that what you're saying?
I mean, a flamethrower would probably work. I mean, like a flamethrower, a hose type weapon, or a weapon that, like a rocket launcher where it's instantaneous and wide area of effect.
Yeah, I bet you we could probably get a fire truck. It would not be an effective weapon per se. No, an actual honest-to-goodness fire truck, because having a water cannon has been shown to be quite useful area of effect, and
it'd be disruptive.
We can absolutely find one at the airport. Foam shit might. Oh
yeah. And then I mean, you guys haven't seen a problem that a 500-pound JDAM can't solve, so there's always that option.
No, there ain't no problem that can't solve.
What we could really use, though, is some of the thermal barrack grenades, but that is special forces only, and I don't think it's widely known.
Or
there are some thermal barrack warheads available on like some of the rocket launchers in U.S. inventory. You'd have to go looking. They're like a point, like every 10 they order one thermal barrack. Yeah. So it's somewhere in someone's inventory.
Get a real big, real fine, real tough net.
It's gonna be made out of well, you can kind of cut steel with obsidian, so
Captain Hanson also offers that a stealthy approach could work.
Oh, actually, hell.
I mean, they have a parking lot and a warehouse full of captured insurgent equipment that you can just put on. So he's like, there's always
a little better.
Close, not within like visual range. If someone has a flashlight,
just really try to less attention.
There wouldn't happen to be a special forces unit that happens to have an XM20, XM29, because that would be fucking perfect.
We could keep wishing. I don't think we have the schedule for the special forces. They don't work on the schedule that we have.
There was not one available currently.
Damn, because that was a perfect early 2000s weapon until we figured out that, technically speaking, sub 30 millimeter explosive rounds are in fact exploding bullets and thus banned by the Geneva Convention.
Dang it.
Just give Montier a pat on the back. It's okay, bud. We'll get there.
We're hunting monsters, so you know what? Fuck the Geneva Convention.
They're not fucking signatories.
They didn't sign it.
Yeah, exactly. Let them complain.
You guys double check. At the very bottom of the Geneva Convention, there's just a signature on an unspeakable language.
Son of a bitch.
Kind of undulates and moves.
It's like a handprint.
That's just not
fair. Which one of you representatives
Who let him in? Oh, that's funny. But yeah. So there's multiple ways to go about it. This is the radar pings, triangle. What was the other research you guys were doing? Radar, police reports.
We wanted to go. Check out the house.
But... You sent the photo back to HQ, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Renko as well.
Yeah.
Actually, there's several photos.
You get a secure line with base. You hear let's have Captain Spike is the one available in the highest ranking officer. Olsen has gone to go secure more radar data or something. So Captain Spike picks up the phone. You hear the voice of the unit commander, Lieutenant Colonel Emil First, on the line. He says, I have been brought partially up to speed, but what is the situation so far, in your words?
You want me to answer that question? Am I asking that?
Yeah, you can be on the phone. Everyone can be in hearing range, but you're leading the call now. You're the senior officer.
Okay, sorry. I mean, I just missed something here. Am I asking the question or am I answering that question?
Answering.
You're answering the question.
Got it.
He's your commanding officer.
All right. We're continuing to investigate in that the item that we were supposed to retrieve is missing. The individual that was responsible for that, we have evidence of his death, but have no body. The area of which we want to continue to investigate is high threat, and so we were looking at acquiring necessary assets to investigate the area, either in stealth mode or in with a large enough team to protect us from the high activity. We believe that the item in question may be responsible for the increased activity, increased threat in the area, and is highly dangerous. And believe, at least have evidence, based on video evidence, at least it's killed at least 2 people so far. How's that?
He's like, okay, sounds good. I'm making this, priority 1 for the unit. This is an extreme fluid situation. I'll be in touch. I do have, I've analyzed the photo you guys sent of the component of the artifact recovered, the stopper. I can confirm from sources that the stopper is what's known as a hypergeometric pattern. It is used, versions of this are used in defensive measures in certain extraordinary circumstances. As a result, I believe that the stopper will be multi-purpose, and this mission is extremely valuable. I am ordering you guys to prioritize getting the stopper back on the info as soon as possible, or at least being in possession of both items as soon as possible.
Understood. Does the symbols on the stopper, you're saying it has a protective measure, does that mean the stopper itself is like a shield, or does that mean we could use that in other forms by writing on the ground or the walls? Would it also have use?
Both are essentially true. The hypergeometric symbols like this work on certain intelligences that have extrasensory capability. It kind of creates a sort of 4th dimensional flashbang is my easiest way of describing it. The symbol itself at that size is short range in essence, if that makes sense. These are capable of being reproduced. However, it's a very lengthy process. It's not as simple as copying the symbol. The process, the material science behind the process is also crucial. So the manner in which this object was manufactured would have to be known in and out. And so we can't copy this individual symbol, and that is currently the only available one in theater. So I
be very careful with the copy.
All right. If we get the stopper back on the object, does the threat have to be back inside the bottle, or does that necessarily end the threat?
I don't think that would necessarily end the threat. I think it would slow the threat, if that makes sense. Usually, in my experience with these instances, it's a cat out of the bag situation. The cat either goes back in the bag, or you get rid of the cat.
Any idea how we get the cat back in the bag?
Usually, there's a very, very, very specific process to get it back in the bag. Considering that, from what I've been briefed, it sounds like the vessel was inscribed with a warning. in a readable human language, which leads me to believe that someone got it back in the bag before. Someone made a bag and got it in it.
All right. We need to take a look at where he pulled this from. See if there's any additional instructions at the ruins or maybe something resembling a ritual site. I need to get back in touch with who's the last who was helping us out, the translator?
Susan Hastings is available. She's with your group.
All right. I'm going to talk to Susan Hastings, see if she knows where this the original amphora was pulled from.
Well, going back to the house. Going back to the house, we need to search the lab so we can find anything more in there.
Indeed.
Susan Hastings goes, well, considering he was a fellow at Baghdad National Museum, he probably reported finding it and its research on it. Not the exact details, but at least the progress therein to the museum. So we could do a records request for them via just regular means. They wouldn't know the context of any of this.
Let's do it.
When do they open?
They open at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. Though you can submit a request online tonight.
All right.
Oh, I have a dumb question. Is there any way we can get a hold of a chunk of obsidian? This guy's.
Roll the history check, everybody.
History.
All right. Roll for me, Sam.
Sweet.
Failure.
History. Yeah, I read a book.
Oh, I super fail.
How about I do a computer search?
Yeah,
sure.
do that.
Do computers.
There we go.
I should
Barely.
have computers.
I've been rolling like garbage this entire night.
Oh dear.
Dad, you got a 99, and you're supposed to roll low, but you're fine.
It was a 98.
98.
Yeah, someone's got a 60.
99 would be a critical failure.
I got the
reason is I want to
computer
get a shape charge of some kind and put an obsidian on the front of it, and maybe we can fire that at the obsidian thing.
Like it grabs it from you and then it pulls it inside itself?
Well, I'm thinking more like firing the obsidian shard at it and it explodes the obsidian shard.
Use obsidian to destroy obsidian.
Steel
is much better. Obsidian's glass. It's rather fragile. It's only very, very freaking sharp. So steel fragmentation will work just fine.
No, steel would actually get cut by butter, like that shit.
What?
Again,
obsidian and flint. It'll literally shave off a chunk of steel.
It's not got the best hardness.
Obsidian
is brittle.
No. Hardness as far as the sharpness scale, obsidian is almost as sharp as diamonds.
Sharp, yes. Durable, not so much.
No, it's a very fragile glass.
I think what else you're trying to say is
sharp.
Two objects of similar mass, the obsidian may be able to cut through it at the right angle, but it can't go through like a steel wall. But it could.
No, what I was thinking more like have it explode the charge, the obsidian chunk at the other obsidian.
Yeah, or the shock wave. The shock wave may be enough to do some cold damage on it.
Yeah,
shockwave from
I'm not even sure you need the obsidian really.
Yeah. As far as
unless you're trying to do like
computer search went, you got 2 hits. I think everyone failed the history checks, but for the computer search, you got 2 hits. One, you got a hit on a dormant volcano in Syria that has accessible obsidian deposits. And then you got a hit on actually exhibit in the Baghdad National Museum that contains an obsidian knife used in a burial ceremony for ancient cultures.
I'm be blowing it up, but it might not be a bad idea to have an obsidian knife just in case we need to stab a bitch.
Yeah, it is on display, so it would require getting permission to take a priceless historical artifact and use it as a weapon.
I have this permit. That just says do what I want.
Or we just walk in and say we have an M60.
So
that crazy man behind it.
Yeah, and America is trying to create an independent Iraqi government, so that would be a little.
It's the same for Park and Rec, except with an M60.
Yes. So, I have a permit that says I can do what I want, and an M60 to back it up. What do you got?
Actually,
man? Yeah, I thought so. No way.
To this point, I would want to know, dive a little bit deeper, go down the rabbit hole. What kind of ceremony was this obsidian knife used in?
It is connected to a mummy found, actually in northeastern Iraq. The mummy is of a 6'5" tall, one-eyed priest lady of some kind.
Okay.
She's buried with a number of like cultural implements, including the dagger, which like sampling has found traces of animal blood and possibly human blood on it.
Any chance that there was also some kind of an amphora alongside that burial?
It does not say in the information you have on the Baghdad National Archive catalog.
Alrighty.
Any inscription on the obsidian, like a thing on the lid?
No. There is some. Possibly there was some inscriptions on the lid of the stone sarcophagus, but weather has made it only partially legible and is in the process of being translated.
Okay. Oh, and just so for everyone's clear, so obsidian, as part of the rabbit hole, obsidian's hardness on the Mohs scale is 5 to 5.5. It's a medium hard rock. It's not that strong. It'll fracture under any significant stress.
Yeah, sounds right.
Mm-hmm. It's no diamond.
Yeah, but you also remember on the brittle sharpness scale, it's still gonna be really sharp.
Oh yes. Oh, it's absolutely sharp. Better than
steel scalpel. When you nap it, it'll be like almost down to like almost can't remember,
molecular
almost atom. Yeah, it's almost an atom if you do it right. So I got a friend who's a front napper and could shut up about this shit.
Fantastic for scalpels. Absolutely shit for body armor.
No, body armor no, but like it would definitely slice you up really bad.
Oh yeah,
you're finding a swarm of scalpels.
Yes. Essentially, a swarm of stone scalpels.
Speaking of, can we find any sort of proximity explosives on base?
Yeah, on base, there is a Farmwes next to the airport on Fob Diamondback, which have there's an infantry command there. Has just a general thing of AT4s, various man-portable ordinances. Most of the regular issue stuff. There's not exactly like a bunch of the more special forces stuff on base, as far as you know.
One other thing, we might not want to actually blow up the obsidian.
Right, it might just be smaller, really sharp chunks.
Smaller, and then we just have more obsidian.
Well, really it might not be a bad idea to have something to repel it with, physically, if possible.
Again, fire truck. I'm saying.
We'll just have to find one that's still operative.
Yeah.
Still
I guarantee you, there's one we can absolutely borrow from the airport.
Oh, I'm sure the airport will just let us have it.
And how fast are we gonna drive that fire truck?
How fast can you drive a Humvee? Not that fast. I guarantee you that fire truck probably can do better.
Okay. Really? Wow. Really?
I mean, it's got clearance.
They haul ass all over the place. They got a big engine to haul a whole shit ton of water with. Granted, I would not want to do off-roading with it.
Just roll up to the house with a fire truck.
And if there's like a roadblock or anything, you just hit them.
Yeah, I would like to try to requisition a fire truck. If they say no, I'm going to find other ways to requisition one.
Yeah. You can requisition fire truck.
Like the Hemet ones, where it's like the big square front and the big hose.
I really should have given myself more criminology.
Are we talking like an old style, like
my character's more oriented towards that?
Fire truck.
Worst case scenario,
Hey, guys.
I could do bureaucracy and fill out the right paperwork. I have pretty good that.
What's up? What's up,
Yeah.
Antagonist?
I was gonna say I'm gonna take a 10-minute break. I just pulled into the hotel, and I'll be right back.
Oh, yeah,
All right,
Sure thing.
All right.
Okay.
Pause recording.
Also, just a reminder, there is the police station evidence locker that you can check stuff out of, because it's not exactly connected to a court case. It's just seized assets.
Okay.
All right.
Pausing recording now.
Yeah, that's true.
And I could certainly rig one up. We got some spare metal, and I've got a few hours. So I could certainly rig up just a tiny electric motor on a battery. Though the question is why.
Well, I'm thinking if we could hit it with something a little more solid than water, because if we have the same kind of speed, hitting it.
Yeah, shit might shatter it, fragment it. However, again, to your earlier point of if you destroy it, might just have a bunch of small pieces.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, nice if we had some kind of adhesive that would
stick it all together. And the best thing I can come up with is contracting foam.
Well, there's what is that stuff called? Crap. There's a hardener stuff. It's as long as in a solution, it won't get hard. Can't think of what it's called though, and I have no way how to even find the crap. So.
What would you call it? Rapid hardening foam?
No, it's not a foam. It's like it's almost like an epoxy, sort of, but it's like a spray. It's like it's kind of like the stuff they use for seal coating roads, for spraying the concrete.
Oh yeah, so like a spray, like a spray tar, or spray asphalt.
Well, that would work, but you'd have to have it super hot, like over 350 degrees.
Yeah. Could be something we could add to a set of flamethrower tanks.
The stuff I was thinking about, it isn't actually. It's a steel coat they put on concrete. It's like the big white containers you see alongside the road where there's road construction at.
Yeah.
That shit.
Shit, we should see if the CBs or the engineers on base have some. I bet you they got something close to it.
I don't. Again, that takes a while to harden. So.
Oh yeah, you got. We could. I'm sure we can get some sort of spray container.
But I don't know if it would actually work to hold down. There's too many variables here. There's like, how the hell is it being controlled? Is it actually on its own? Does it have to be next to the pot? Is it something in the pot that came out later? Is it just like living obsidian?
Yeah.
I mean, if it's an obsidian, we can just get a big ass vacuum cleaner to suck the shit up.
I have a feeling there's got to be some sort of enchantment or ritual that can be conducted that ends up limiting the control over it and is able to put it back in. We really got to talk to our local historian.
We need occult people.
Yeah, see if we can't figure out where it came from. And then we need to go probably to those runes and figure out if we can replicate whatever they did to put the cat in the bag.
We should we should find out what Renko knows about this kind of stuff, since he's kind of our only occult person who we know of.
He might know a thing or two. Which you would have been talking to him over the night, so we should know before morning.
Yeah. We get his ass flown down here to us and bring him along. Although, maybe that's not a good idea either, just because he's got that the meat dog's coming after him.
Yeah, but he's staying on base for right now.
Yeah. All right. Crap. I don't know. Just flying fucking obsidian just scares the shit out of me, honestly.
Yeah. There's not a lot you can defend against it.
No.
No brain pans to empty, no lungs to deprive of oxygen.
Whoa. Unless you can make it heavy.
Hey guys, I'm back.
Sweet. Your mic is significantly improved.
I changed it back to push to talk since I'm in the hotel, so I can actually press the button. Couldn't do that when I drove.
Ah. And you also have their Wi-Fi.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Jake, you back?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
Sweet. I think everyone's here.
Yep.
I think so.
Okay, we had the phone call with the big boss. And it's about midnight. What's the plan?
Any response from Renko?
No response from Linko yet.
Alrighty. Well, Lizzie's bones probably be up in the morning. I'm gonna go secure us that convoy.
Yeah.
Spike, would you mind getting us some air cover?
I can put in the request to the museum to talk with them tomorrow.
Much appreciated.
I can even get it expedited.
Oh yeah, use your bureaucracy. Yeah, I can talk. You know what I mean? That's shit.
Well, I was just thinking of sending a few SQL codes and the email and whatnot. Ooh, nice.
Cool.
Double success.
Nice.
And
a
which one was those for?
I misclicked on computer science. I meant to do bureaucracy to get the paperwork for the convoy in the morning.
Okay, so...
Although I guess computer science to aid already are critical to make sure that all of the data gets done.
So here's my question for y'all. Okay. You guys can secure a convoy. What kind of convoy? And B, what are you telling them the mission is?
I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep the mission details pretty light. Simply, we're gonna go from A to B. B being the house. We're gonna stop, investigate. We're gonna stop, take perimeter, and then we're gonna leave. Probably go back from B to A.
Well, I remember
checking contact. Can we get like a pair of Bradleys or some shit, or are we sticking with Humvee?
Well, I remember the point about the gear that they had that was insurgent gear. Maybe we try to go in disguise and just sneak in there and snoop around and get back out. Have the more heavy convoy there for React Force to come get us if we get in trouble, but try to sneak in and sneak out.
Okay.
That's not a bad idea either.
Yeah, you can be tailed by it. Yeah.
Thought.
The problem with disguises is we're 4 white guys in Afghanistan.
Yeah. Thought.
Well,
what if we use the convoy as a distraction? Tell them, hey, we heard intel. There's a action in this section. We need you guys to go over there, check it out, while we go over to the house. Maybe pull some of those insurgents away from that area.
Yeah, and then it'll serve as a quick reaction force, QRF, in case things go terribly wrong on our journey.
Exactly.
Because
we don't really want
to a suspected insurgent weapons cache. When you go there, pull security, have us go in, detonate it, and leave.
Yeah, as nice as it would be to have an armed convoy, it's also a giant target we're painting on ourselves. Yes, very
conspicuous. All right, I like that. All right, so we'll set it up.
Because, they're going to have a fight one way or another.
Yeah.
I'd rather than have a fight away from us, away from the evidence we're trying to collect.
We need trying to look what's going on and not really having mortars and shit falling on our heads while we're trying to do this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll mark off a close by, as in like 15 at max. 5 is preferable, minutes away, village or hamlet or whatever, and I'll mark that as suspected spot of insurgent actions or insurgent occupation for the convoy to go to, investigate, and then deal with it. And they'll be going at the same time we're going, and we can run with that if things go wrong on our end.
I just had a ridiculous thought. It's like this one poor village keeps getting pointed out as an insurgent village. It's just like every other day, there's like another American convoy rolling through. It's like, what the hell, guys? You were just here.
And actually,
they already have stalls set up to sell stuff to the soldiers.
Exactly.
In case this needs additional paperwork, I'll point out one of the local or nearby cities that we saw some of the radar pings and was able to attribute to the actions that we're trying to investigate. Not that any of that will be in the "here's why you're going here" report. It'll just be an additional thing that I can submit if need be.
Mm-hmm.
I think we should break into our cache of little blue pills and take some along to whatever village we're going to be.
Damn straight.
Yeah, and give the guys something to make apologize for having a convoy roll through their house.
Yeah. So as far as inconspicuous travel, technically speaking, a fire truck is not particularly inconspicuous. However,
no,
it's not a military vehicle, and thus could be. It's conspicuously inconspicuous.
Well, we don't need
overtly covert.
We don't need the fire truck until we actually go up against that thing. If it's south of us.
Alrighty, fair enough.
I don't think we want to make it our bluesmobile.
No, I think if we could get like.
Hey Sherman, Olsen, y'all fancy securing some?
Yeah, I'll get us some wheels, no problem.
All right, let's go. Let's go look around the base. See if we can't find a set of inconspicuous wheels.
I'm sorry, it was just too funny not to mention.
Having those fucking like spook up armored vehicles.
Oh, great.
Spooks had like up armored fucking vans and shit that were of local makes and models.
Yeah, shit. I'll certainly take a look around.
We do know some spooks.
What do you want for that, handler?
Define some spooks with built up vans or
just their vans per se. Something basically, that they might have left behind or are leaving in preparation for a mission.
A vehicle that looks local but has a little bit of extra oomph and armor, maybe a better engine, some better stuff. So at first glance, it looks like what you see driving around the streets of Baghdad.
Or hell, we can probably make it our own. I bet you we got some local. Well, we got some TIG and MIG sets.
That's not good. No.
That's
a bad roll.
A very bad roll.
What was that
Honestly,
roll for?
Probably be a criminology.
Oh shit! Hang on.
Well, I mean, you did roll it. What were you rolling for?
Well, I was trying to find see if we got anything laying around we can borrow.
Oh,
that's legally though, so we'll go illegal.
Still failure. At least it's not a fumble.
Yeah. All right. Well, I also took a look at the sheets. I got access to a little bit better sheets being a warrant officer.
Crap.
So I suppose I might have seen something. It might be available. Handler, what is your take on this?
Sorry, I'm looking at possible vehicles. One, let's look at the walls. Okay.
Standing by.
Anyone succeed?
I did on my bureaucracy check to see if we got something legal that we can take.
Both criminology failed. Okay.
Nothing illegal, unless Sherman would like to help hotwire a car.
I can throw a chip in. Why not?
I do nothing illegal. I don't do that.
I am looking to try to get a legal
requisition or something. Yeah,
let's see what happens.
I can do a bureaucracy. Yeah.
Whoops.
I've also got bureaucracy that succeeded.
Nah. Damn it.
Would the GM like me to make the bureaucracy check?
Wait, that's on a 4. How's game? Oh well.
Okay, so here's my question. Okay, there's 2 possible lines you can go, kind of thing.
That's weird.
One is looking for American made or supplied vehicle of this type, right? Which would mean requesting it from whoever currently is using it, right, in Mosul right now, right? Or two, looking for more homegrown type vehicles, like something the Iraqi army has, or something.
Yeah, we want something
Yeah.
like Saddam riding around.
Iraqi
Okay.
army vehicle, and we'll pay them off either in blue pills or I can slip some script their way.
You
What?
you are able to find a couple
What's that?
I would ask tactical vehicles, which are basically Middle Eastern manufactured Humvees. They look more towards the car range, but they're still armored. They're originally designed and made in Iran, and apparently a few of them have ended up here in used by the Iraqi government at some point. They're not like standardized really, and so they're kind of sitting around because people don't want to drive them, pop tires, and not having replacements. But they're willing to loan them to you because they got them for free, so they'll give them away for a little bit of something in return.
So do they want blue pills or what do they want?
Yeah, I think a couple blue pills, a few cigarettes, a couple $100 in a discretionary fund with some authorization, and you got yourself some actually like in fairly good condition vehicles. I'm gonna call them.
All right, Spike, pay the man.
Done.
Done. I'm gonna call them stats wise. They're gonna have the same stat line as the armored Humvees in the book, but yeah, they would not look amiss driving down a road here, on either side.
Good enough.
And you can scratch them up a little bit to make them look more uncertainty.
Certainly. Olsen, you want to do a quick mechanics check, make sure that it's not going to quit on us halfway there? Or better yet, halfway back?
Oh, yeah. Where is that?
We have comms with our React force that we don't get shot by our
Reinbach, you got comms. Feel free to drop into my bag for any of the antennas or radio bits I've got.
Which one is that? Oh dear.
Looks like we got not a damn clue.
Ooh.
Looks fine to me.
Looks good.
So
Okay,
sig end for the communicate. Good God.
No, that fucking thing, it
What are
works.
you fuckers doing?
Checking over the vehicle, making sure it's all good to go. It looks to be it's all good to go.
It looks fine. Only to hit my grandma once a week.
Oh God.
Hey, she's in
Hey,
Pasadena.
is that like a house light switch wired into the dash?
Don't worry about it.
It's button operated. It wasn't designed to be.
I say this because my car had that when I got it.
Oh God.
Toggle switch.
Yeah, the guy did his own light bar. It was great. It had a fucking house switch in
with
there.
Military personnel.
My God, that is a fucking massive streak of failures.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that.
Oh boy.
Still fail. Welcome to the cock-up cascade.
Let's see. Can we get one of the base people to check it out?
It's just standing around staring at this thing.
I mean, they turn on. They want.
I haven't rolled yet.
Go for it.
Go ahead, please.
All
Say
right,
this.
roll for me. Roll for me.
Okay.
Sam.
What we got here? Mechanics. Rotate science. Okay, that's the closest one. No, that's not doing what I want to do. Button activate.
I'm trying to set up the antenna and it keeps falling over. Woo!
I didn't intend to
Someone
click
got a
that
firearms.
Why did I roll a
guns
critical when I
unlocked.
missed?
I don't know.
Trying to get some good pictures of this thing.
Darren's just over at the range, fucking shooting with a bunch of people and trying to win some more cigarettes in the competition.
I do want.
Looks like you got yourself a couple cartons of Marlboro.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, great. I'm gonna need
Oh,
these.
no.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, I put some pictures of what you
Greg?
guys got in the game chat.
Why?
Okay.
Yeah.
Greg,
Why?
that's racist. You
Well,
can't just do
okay,
that,
so
man.
it's like painted yellow now.
You're not
Oh,
supposed
God.
to be in brown face.
He's just putting brown face paint on her like, Greg, no.
Okay, so I'm gonna rule that you
The kid said it
do a
was
great
brown.
job disguising these vehicles.
Yeah.
They look amazing. They look
I'm
awesome.
colorblind, by the way.
Got a big smiley face on the front grill.
Got eyelashes on it.
Free Wi-Fi painted on the back bumper. It's a plank of wood.
Look, ice cream truck.
Goodness. Whatever they put in that water has made us all fools this
Oh,
this
dear
day.
Lord.
Wow. Wow.
God.
Oh,
Well, I mean, the system isn't exactly designed to make you succeed, but still, that is
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah, 100.
One,
Darren's the only one who got
two,
anything good. It was on a misroll.
I cannot wait for this thing to just absolutely die and us have not a damn clue of how to fix it.
Well, I suggest we put on some local outfits.
local attire.
Yes, and
Yeah.
at least for maybe we can get a camel.
Let's put some hats on at least.
Yeah.
Mateo's just gonna go pretty standard slacks, shirt, and he's gonna put on a schmuck, and that's about it.
Darren's just gonna dress like he does on his farm. Jeans, fucking t-shirt.
And M60 on his back.
No,
he's
and
packing the M16 in
he's
the truck,
hugging the M16. It's his baby.
Yeah, the
M60.
M60.
M60, sorry.
Oh god.
It's like, what is this? My emotional support gun. I'm feeling very attacked right now.
There's not even a belt attached.
No.
Which, until we invaded and then subsequently caused a shift in political virtues and strife, blue jeans and t-shirts, all the Western ideals were very common throughout this area, especially in Baghdad. In fact, Baghdad was one of the best party cities in the world until we took over and allowed the Shiite and the Sunnis to start making things their own way.
Saddam Hussein had like 5 palaces, man. He had like 12 dance floors. It was the best.
Yeah. So probably not too out of the ordinary, but yeah, we'll go ahead and so we still have the air cover and we still have the museum. So we'll.
Yep.
All right.
Okay, so is Weinbach and Antiquitas working on the? I'm sorry, and Spike working on the air cover, or are they working on?
Spike's got air cover. Reinbach's
Okay.
got the museum reservations.
So
Yeah,
me,
Sam-
and
Sam-
Aaron, me and Aaron are gonna go to the museum and just borrow the knife.
Finally, just stick
Sam-
a tennis ball on the top of
Yep.
the antenna.
Bring the interpreter.
Yep.
She
Sam,
might have
guys.
some insight.
Yeah. What's up? Spike?
Sam, do I do something with you to request air cover? Like, do I got to roll something? Or...
So, what are you imagining you want? What's your desired outcome? And then we'll figure out what skills you need to do to achieve that. And depending on success or fail, I will narrate what happens.
Got it. I want to request some REAC air cover in case we get into trouble and need to make an exit to help us escape the area and meet up with our REAC force.
I mean,
Okay.
for the house, I don't think we're needing much, but when we actually go at the thing, we're gonna need something heavy for that. I'm thinking.
Yeah.
What
Any
airframes do you want?
particular kind, like attack helicopter, drone, flyby?
If I could get a drone, that would help. That would let me help way more than
Yeah.
me going in on foot.
we'll want ourselves a predator. I'd also suggest a spooky or a age 64.
All right, sounds good.
Oh, oh no.
God bless.
That was God Almighty. We can't outroll tonight.
I spin luck.
And you have a great stat.
It does.
Ouch.
Damn it.
Ouch. That hurts.
That does out.
I
Okay,
think
you.
Roll20 is insulting us at this point.
We get a bat with some cameras on it that flies around. Is that what we get?
You don't get that. Okay, you get. They get back to you and they're like, okay, we can't get reactive air cover for you, but we can schedule a flyby patrol for a 2-hour window. When do you want it? And they want to know now.
High noon tomorrow. High noon, guys.
No, we're gonna want it earlier. It's 1 hour out. We want to go about an hour before sunrise so that we get there at sunrise. Stand 2.
Right.
So yeah, you want to do it. Yeah.
6
Yeah.
a.m.
You want
6
to
a.m.
run it then.
Okay, it's morning at 6 a.m. Okay, you guys. What time are you guys departing Mosul to drive?
Hour
5 a.m.
before sunrise. So we got
Okay.
some night cover to make our way through. We own the night. Additionally,
Let's
stand 2 doesn't
go,
happen until sunrise.
Let's go like more like 3 hours ahead of time before we're scheduled for it, just in case there's a fuck up.
And then, did you guys want a heavier convoy following behind you at a certain time interval, or?
They'd want to go after sunrise, after stand 2. Do y'all know about stand 2?
Yep.
All right, so for those who don't know about stand 2, it is the half hour before and the half hour after sunrise. Because sun's at the back, it's hard to see. That's the best time for the attack, and the same for sunset. So 2 times during the day is stand 2. All of the bases in Afghanistan would, ready everything. Everything gets started up. Everything gets prepared because that is the largest time that is statistically that the insurgents would be attacking any significant bases.
Gotcha.
So that you'd want to run after that or before that.
Okay. So. Okay, sounds good. I'll cover. Weinbach, is there any particular special way you want to put in the request? For the
I'm
information.
scared at this point. Out of character.
Or is it just like, please?
Please. Maybe. May I have
I mean, if you just
drones?
say please, the worst they can say is no. They can't come after you. If you try to bribe them, then it's like, oh, that's illegal.
I have 30 in
The
bureaucracy.
alternative is simply asking for forgiveness.
Reinbach, if you want some help, I can help you.
I
You can also help
really
with
would like a
bureaucracy as
well.
Nope.
What was
Whatever
that
was
for?
didn't work.
Never mind.
Greg, what are you doing?
Oh, okay.
I was gonna go pick the locks on the.
So, first
yeah.
off,
On
you
the
need to
what?
get it. It's closed, my
On
dude.
what?
Well, if we're leaving early in the morning, then it can be open. So I thought I'd just go, borrow the stuff right away.
Borrow
Well,
what?
okay, the stuff is at the Baghdad Museum in Baghdad. You guys are in Mosul.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
I think we need
shit.
to ask the handler before we start rolling from this point on.
It was kind of funny. I'll let that one go because it was funny.
It's just out of nowhere. Fumble.
Like, I picked
Fumble
the lock
what?
next to me into
I
the
like
What is
Bakery.
this
bakery.
hair
Points away, though.
swearings? Like,
Hey,
what
handler,
are you doing?
What's the drive time from Mosul to Baghdad?
He's trying to jimmy the
That-
lock and the
that's
door's
honestly a good
unlocked
question.
already.
I do not
I
have
don't
that
want to
many
drive
piece of
from
paper.
Mosul to Baghdad.
Oh God. God. Like my problem is like I don't have the best firearms
Oh,
score.
Jesus. That is a 5-hour. No, that's a helicopter flight.
Yeah. Oh, we're going to the museum,
Yeah,
right?
it's pretty long.
Right.
Okay.
Well,
Okay.
Yeah,
But nobody
that-
drives
that-
that road. You don't want to drive that road.
No.
So
No.
we can't even go to the museum, can we?
Well, you can go to
No,
the museum
we'll
later
go.
today. Just not while
Let's-
going to the house.
So we're going to the house
Yeah.
first.
So go
and
to the
do
house
museum
first.
afterwards.
Come
Okay,
back,
how about this?
hop a
How
chopper,
we get
and
Renko?
fly
How we
down.
get Renko to go to the museum?
I don't want him out.
I don't
in
think Waco
cover.
has any authority to ask them anything.
He's going to say
Like,
no.
hello,
He
I
doesn't
am an
want
American detainee. I
No,
have been
but-
arrested and I want some stuff.
No, but this became priority one. So we've got a secondary team back in Baghdad, at least, that we
Okay.
can ask to go do some grunt work.
Yeah, then just have
Yeah.
them go talk. Let's have the what's
Yeah.
her name, the lieutenant or major, or whatever. the hell
Yeah,
you
yeah. You can have a few of the more civilian-y NPCs going back and do that stuff. They'll be
Okay.
doing that behind the scenes.
Okay. Yeah, I thought the museum was in the town we were at now. I did not realize it was back in Baghdad. So never mind.
No.
I'm just randomly picking locks because I want to see it in practice. Apparently, I'm
You
really
break
bad
your
at it.
picks.
Yeah, picks bro.
No. You
House check.
that'd be funny. Mhm.
Yeah,
Okay.
so we'll have our
It gets impossible.
NPC battalion go ahead and send a investigative team over to the
Mhm.
Baghdad Museum.
Okay. Let's see here.
I'm
was
just
doing something
imagining
fun.
Greg in the background just fuck, 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 just
In the
swearing
door.
constantly. He's like, finally, he just gets the pick stuck impossibly in the lock and it won't come
You
out.
just leave it. Just leave the damn thing. What else is Bravo now? Just break it up and leave it there. Why on my door?
Well, and at this point, Motir is getting a very bad feeling about this particular op, but fuck it, it needs to happen.
All right.
Okay. Who had the
So we have no
backpack
idea on the
drone
cars.
before? Was that you, Monterre?
Yeah, that is my drone. I love it to pieces, but honestly, I hate to admit it, but
You don't want to bring it here.
Reinbach. Well, no, I absolutely am bringing it.
Oh, okay.
But Reinbach might just be the best flyer. Oh shit, there he is. Don't tell him that.
Well then.
Just we're gonna keep you off of ropes for a while, okay?
Yeah, keep him away from ropes.
Yes.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and head on
Okay,
in.
going into
What do we got for air cover? Oh yeah, we got the 2 hours of air cover.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Okay.
You also have the one of the police evidence locker for insurgency weapons. The complete.
Oh yeah, what do we
book.
got for
We got RPG.
You got RPG.
How many rounds of the RPGs?
You get 2 tubes with 5 rounds.
Just clean out the locker and start selling it to someone else.
They're like, please take these. They have not been inspected.
Yeah, I'll go ahead.
We
and
are
take
legitimate
RPG.
businessmen.
We wouldn't happen to have the CQC AT4s. It's a set of it's a AT4s generally used by special forces. It's got a water charge on the back so that they can be used indoors without massive black backblast.
You do not have those.
I wouldn't
You
think
keep
so.
asking for
You
special
have-
forces stuff. I don't know why.
They have the coolest things, and their
They
things
do have
They
the coolest
do.
things.
They are not available to everyone else.
You like little
They like to
windows?
keep
You
them
guys
to
can get them
themselves.
eventually. They're just not in the city right now. You can get them within the next 10 minutes. That's the restriction. They exist.
I mean,
Like,
as far as shit we
You
can
must
get,
find
I
them
can get a
first.
hold of Tiger Transport and have them drop some shit off for
Yeah.
us. But
well, okay,
Yeah,
so
that's gonna be a
there are some Yugoslavian 37 millimeter Vokolis rifles.
Jesus.
Not
There
bad.
is there was one Solotherm 20 millimeter anti-tank rifle. There are 2 FAL with ACOG sights. There was a
just we can borrow.
G3 with an extended magazine and a short barrel. There was a bunch of AK-47s. There is 2 CZ9 pistols. There was a CK Scorpion SMG, which is a tiny little Makarov cartridge firing SMG.
Rambach's going to take an AK.
There was a bunch of knives for some reason.
A Scorpion.
There is an RPK machine gun.
No.
That's a light machine gun. What's in here? I'm honestly just clicking a random gun generator and just reading these out. Possibly.
How big is that thing exactly?
I didn't ask that.
Say again.
The anti-tank rifle.
Whatever we do, nobody roll. Let him do this.
I'm trying. Okay, it didn't go. It didn't go through good.
So we're talking like, how short's that G3? Are we talking like HK53? Like MP5 sized 308?
No,
power?
It's not that short. It's just a little short. It seems, it's like, I don't know. It looks like a pit bull. It's like you're slightly shorter than you're supposed to be, but you still look like a dog. Okay. I put an image of the anti-tank gun in the chat.
Okay.
I am partial to anti-tank guns.
Oh yeah.
So
Yep. I'm taking that.
It's no Hecate, but it'll do.
And then buried behind a bookcase, not bookcase, but a couple other boxes, there was one STG 44 with 4 magazines.
Oh fuck yes.
What?
Here's the thing though, it's got no usable ammunition.
For what?
I would absolutely love. Actually, fuck that. I'd almost roll a criminology to go ahead, just take that, requisition it, and then just it disappears and gets sent back to the U.S. through our contacts. It's a Sturmgewehr. It's the World War II assault rifle. Fucking awesome.
And another failure from Greg.
God damn it.
Actually, update on that. As you bring the dust off and stuff, you realize it's attached to a box. And you realize it's on a remote control.
The Sturmgewehr.
Yes, it's a remote control Sturmgewehr. It has a camera in the scope. And it has a Nintendo joystick attached to it that then plugs into
an N64,
an early smartphone.
Oh my god!
And the smartphone screen is what plays the video.
Oh,
and
absolutely,
it has
100%. Oh, Motier is. Oh, he is sparking out about this. He's probably going to start into a nigh autistic rant about how well whoever the fuck did whatever they did. He ain't gonna. Apparently, he's not gonna be able to take it with him. So, what is this? What's the limitations on our requisition?
I put a picture of it.
That's great. It's amazing.
It's got like 15 degrees up and down. It's plugged into. It's got a game console controller.
I love it.
Motier is gonna make this thing fucking sing.
No, because when it's I got STG 44 on the random list, and then I remembered that like Kurdistan bought some like way back in the day in like 1950. And they tried to modernize them really badly. I was trying to find a picture of it.
Wait, is that an ammo box or is that something else?
No, that's the remote control. That's a turret.
75.
Oh shit!
Yeah, it's a remote control. That is a priceless antique rifle mounted to a homemade remote control turret.
Oh my god, I love it.
It's beautiful.
It is a anathema.
Oh shit! Yes, that's set up somewhere.
Motier's getting that. He's gonna put it onto like the passenger side above on the Humvee.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where
bolted on the side door.
Sheet for all this stuff.
Oh, all right. So I want the
Does
anti-tank.
anyone have the base stats for AK and Scorpion available?
The Scorpion, I think, is going to be just an SMG. AKs are just regular assault guns from the book.
Yeah,
What kind of rounds did things shoot,
I was-
anyways?
Oh well, I'll look it up myself.
Nothing that we actually have ammunition for.
No, the anti-tank rifle.
Oh, 20 millimeter.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Which we do have ammunition for.
Okay, so I'm gonna take one of my scopes off of the one rifle and slap that on
Weapons.
there.
Where weapons? Pepper.
Yeah,
oh, wait,
so
pepper
it's
spray.
the STG fire 792 by 33 Kurtz.
Jesus. Weapons.
Well, I find that doggy now.
However,
God,
I
something
damn near
feels
guarantee
yes.
you, I could probably fab a barrel and an alt magazine that'll fire 762 by 45.
Ooh.
Oh hell, no. That is almost 9 millimeter. I could probably retrofit this to fire the what was it? The AS Val 9 by 33.
The little gun or the big gun?
The AS Val is the subsonic Spec Ops weapon. Or VSS Venturas is another name you might know it by. Oh, it fires 9 by 39. Yeah, no, I could still probably retrofit it to fire 9 by 39. That would be
Isn't
fucking
that
dope.
Isn't
But
that what
that-
like a BSS shoots?
Yeah, that's the VSS Venturas.
Oh. But that doesn't have the silencer barrel on it.
Yeah, and integral suppressed. What was it? 762 by 45 is AK round.
I think so.
Oh no, it's 762 by
Four?
39. That's actually not bad. Actually, I could probably retrofit it to shoot standard AK food.
I mean, as far as that goes, like, you have the turret. You can just put a different gun on it. As far as that,
Yeah, but it's a Sturmgewehr. But I don't have the. It's gonna be a pain in the ass to find ammunition for it. Or I could make it
Question.
fire different ammunition.
Question, handler.
Yeah.
How many of the weapons are capable of fully automatic fire?
All the AKs are capable of fully automatic fire.
Excellent.
So what about the anti-tank rifle? What is that? What is that? Is that just a one round at a time then, or what?
It's semi-automatic, so it's one round around a round of combat.
5-round magazine or what?
Yeah, it's one. I think they're like 6.
That looks like a 5 round.
Yeah, 5 or 6 maybe.
All right.
Probably 5.
So
Top
can I mount
loading.
a scope on that thing?
It comes with a integrated telescopic scope.
Okay, cool. All right, I'm gonna borrow that.
Oh hell, no! That is a 10 round detachable box mag.
Oh, the double stack.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, that is a
Okay,
20,
that works.
Oh shit.
and that's a 20 by 105 millimeter. That thing's got ass
Damn it.
for days.
Sorry about that.
All right. Well,
Wrong button.
so when we find that little doggy thing, it's gonna get the ass blown away.
Yeah,
Don't stand
Okay.
behind it. Just don't stand
Okay.
behind it because it.
and I want that Sturmgewehr thing.
Of course. By accident.
Uh,
Go figure.
Yeah. All right. So we got our gear. We're gonna go ahead and load up. Head on out. This has been a long ass night. Who's got some stimulants?
Well, you guys got
We got the pills.
both pills.
dear Lord.
Darren handing him some caffeinated dip.
Oh fuck yes. Oh. Yep.
Probably just like down a 5-hour energy
wow.
or something.
You can really feel that nicotine. and
I'm
that
not driving,
caffeine.
so I'm
Wow.
gonna sleep.
Yeah, I know a guy who did odd drops of caffeine.
Ugh. Gross.
What now?
You can do all kinds of things with caffeine in it.
Sleep is for the sane.
Honestly, eye drop caffeine sounds like a great way to either A, go blind, or B, have red eye. Or like a pink eye, almost.
Oh yeah, no, your eyes are pink.
Oh dear lord.
So everyone at least has an AK-47 and also a smattering of random things they got from the evidence locker.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I'm just lugging this huge ass gun on my back. It's almost as
I
tall as
would
I am.
have been able to acquire a PKM.
Do we have an RPK? There was an RPK in lockup.
There was an RPK, and then there was one of the trucks has a Dishka, I'll say.
Okay.
Is it what?
RPK then.
They had a disc on the truck.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. They're basically four-door pickup trucks.
Sorry, we got 4 pickup trucks.
The 4-door pickup trucks is what
Right.
we got basically.
We got
up armored.
1 or 2 of those.
You can 2 or 3 of those.
All right,
Like
let's
whatever
take
spread you guys want to do, basically.
Well, yeah. Two. We'll go in 2 of those, sort of.
Okay.
I'll be on the Dishka because I think I'm. Does anyone
Damn
here have
straight.
weapon skill?
You are absolutely on the Dishka.
Yeah, I don't have heavy weapon. Does anybody else have heavy weapon?
Nope.
I do not.
All right, well, your man it is.
You're on the dish. Which I want to say, unfortunately, Olsen, that 20 millimeter probably falls into heavy weapon territory.
Does it?
You could probably mount it.
I mean, it has a tripod, so I mean, it's a single
it has
shot.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, if you got a stabilized shot, I'm gonna say it's fire on. If you're trying to like order on the move.
Oh
and
no, I'm
be-
not gonna try and
yeah.
shoulder fire that thing.
Yeah,
I like my
Yeah.
shoulders where they are.
and
It
then
says very
it's
heavy
actually
Here's
got.
rifles
15 strength.
fall
Let's
under
go.
firearms.
It's actually
still.
designed with a pencil mount, so you can mount it on
Ooh.
the vehicle mount instead
Ooh.
of one of the dish guys.
Okay. Well, we'll take. I'll hop in the back and put that on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, if
Alright.
it's not a
Go
rapid
later.
fire, it still
That's
counts
okay.
as firearms. So
I
think he's
suppose I'll go ahead and weld the SDG. Honestly, since it's just a clamp, I'll probably just replace that with an AK and just throw the STG somewhere like in a duffel bag, and weld that to the passenger side on the roof of one of the trucks that doesn't have the Dishka, so it's got its own little turret.
I'm
And I'll
gonna
have
say
Brian Bach with me to man it.
I'm gonna say that's too much in the time you got. It's just for now the turret device will stay in the box to prevent.
All right,
Fuck
I
it,
don't
okay.
know, finagling.
Shenanigans.
Finagling can
dude.
happen
We'll
later.
set it up when we get there, though. We'll set it up on the truck.
Yeah. You could totally set this as like a security thing because it has a camera on it, so you could like put on the roof of a building and like watch for people. Anyway,
Ooh.
yeah, that's what I was like. It's like it's a turret. Yeah, it's portable turret.
God damn
Okay.
it.
Now
They-
can we put the anti-tank weapon on the turret?
Yes,
We
that's
gotta-
what I was saying. Is that
we
you
gotta
can
dish it.
take out one of the machine guns and put the take weapon on there.
No, on the actual little bitty turret thing.
Oh no, no!
No.
The arm is not strong enough.
Damn it. Yeah, okay. So I like the Day of the Jackal or whatever with the Bruce Willis in it. That was pretty cool.
No, sadly,
No.
you do need to go hire Jack Black in order to do that.
I tell you what though, you give me like a good afternoon, and I can probably pull some motors from aircraft, like their flap systems. I could probably weld something up that'll work.
All right.
Eventually, but
Eventually.
Yeah. That might
now-
be a little bit more than an afternoon.
Well, I can give you a hand with that too. I got pretty high mechanical and electrical.
Yeah. All right, so we'll go ahead and
Alright.
head on out
AG the shit out of this
if we can. God save the Dishka.
okay.
Fantastic fucking weapon system. I mean, granted, not quite as good as the God's Own M2 Mod Deuce, but it's still a fantastic weapon system.
It makes good sound.
It is pretty solid. I'll give him that. So I'm not sure if it's rated for werewolf. I know the
Oh,
M2
okay.
is.
It's the same caliber round.
Oh, wait, so-
Literally, it was a dick measuring contest, and the M2 won.
So there's 2 tests that need to happen here to get to Wasam's house. Okay.
Cool.
There is a driving test for the lead vehicle to like follow the road, and then there's a navigation test, to give directions to actually get there. Because you
I
can't put it on
have-
Google Maps.
40 in drive and nav.
I got 40 in drive. My nav
I got 50
is
in
much
nav.
less.
I'll try nav. Hold your breath.
I'll try drive.
Nope. Okay.
God damn it. Okay, well, we're going the wrong way.
Okay, so
Why does
You
the sign say
guys-
well drug?
Hold on.
Okay.
Can I assist that nav with a comp sci to do GPS?
no, because you're driving.
Okay, I got GPS tools.
I'll do the computer science test.
There you go.
Go for it.
Oh, yeah.
You only have so
Oh,
many
Jesus.
fingers.
What the
Oh, no.
fuck?
My
We're gonna end up with
laptop.
well drug.
No.
No. Use my fucking kit and give yourself a bonus or something. I don't know.
That's too late.
Okay.
That's a fumble.
So here's the good thing. You guys
Fuck.
get there without hitting an IED or landmine or whatever.
It takes 10
Here-
hours.
Here, here's the bad thing.
It's
You
just-
guys take 2 hours to get there.
Oh no.
You guys left
Just-
at 5.
We circled the
and
block at
so
least 3 times.
You arrive with 15 minutes left of your Overwatch window.
Fuck.
You get to the outskirts. Can I get a alertness test from everybody?
Oh,
Qu'est-ce
God.
que c'est litmus?
I'm afraid to troll anything anymore.
I think we need a drunkenness test. My God.
Alertness
Tonight's rolls
test?
have been terrible. 69. Nice. Well, at least we're alert.
Everyone's fucking alert. Whatever the fuck was in
Alright.
that dip, my god, is that helpful?
You guys notice from a good distance there is what looks to be a man standing on top of Wasam's house, and there were 2 vehicles parked out front.
Damn it.
I'm going to slowly close the curtain before
Okay.
mega action takes place because it is getting close to 9.
It is getting late.
So like, we can probably do a little talking about how you guys want to set up on this, but there was armed personnel outside of Wasam's house.
All right. Well, I want to find some place to get some cover and use the anti-tank rifle to start picking people off.
Starting with
later
the
on.
man on the roof.
Oh yeah, his ass
Agreed.
gonna get blown off.
Who else? Actually, I'd probably want to get Darren. Did you bring your rifle as well?
I would just bring the RPK if we're going incognito.
Sure, you brought your RPK. Olson, did you bring your other rifle as well?
That's in the That's in the case.
Okay.
In the back of the truck.
So I'd say Darren grabbed the other rifle, the nice 308 bolt action boy. And between
Well,
you two providing Overwatch, I assume you've got a fairly decent firearms score, yeah?
At minus 60.
Better than mine at this point. My firearm's only 55, I think.
What, minus 50?
What? Oh.
Let's see what else I here.
Oh,
You got,
fuck no. No, mine's only 38.
Oh, I do have stealth as well, so I want to get kind of get covered up.
So the real question is how are we splitting up the 2 vehicles? Because I assume, Olsen, you're in mine, because we're lead vehicle.
Yeah.
I want to say we got Darren and Reinbach. Darren's in the back, Reinbach's driving. And then maybe Captain Spike is driving, and Reinbach is shotgun.
Yeah, I was doing the
Well, we can
computer
probably
science
do some other
thingy
people with
that
us, don't we?
didn't go well.
Yeah. All right, so I tell you what.
Oh, hang on. Do we bring any other NPCs with us?
Fuck. Technically, we should have brought the police captain or whoever the hell we were talking to.
Yeah.
And so that'd be the only one. besides anyone else technically from our group who would be NPC, like the
Myers.
RPJ would be particularly useful, and I assume
Myers
we
would
would
be
bring them.
helpful. A medic, a medic would be helpful.
And Callheart. I definitely want Callheart. He's particularly useful as an NPC or otherwise.
Yeah. So how big is your actual group with when everybody's actually here?
I think like 8, maybe 9.
Okay.
Yeah, quite a few people sign up. Yeah.
Okay. All right, so everybody is with us then. So we've got 3 vehicles with 3 people in each one.
Yep. Well, technically they are 4-door, so I'd still say 2 vehicles.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe
And-
some people are sitting in the back.
Well,
But
at least
well,
one
and
person
I'll
to
throw
the
in
back.
2 of Chief Goalie and the medic guy. I couldn't make it. Characters all there because that would make it round 8.
Yeah.
Fill out the seats, and you'd have a medic.
all right.
Actually, I'd probably. It should have been for
'Cause I'd be sitting
fun.
in the back, honestly.
I should have foregone my alertness roll because I was sitting there swearing at the computer because it keep getting pop-ups for some reason. Like, why is this doing? How is this happening? Why am I getting
So-
pop-ups? I didn't.
What are you trying to do there, Reinbach?
I fucking just closed the
Stop
laptop.
watching so much porn.
Why? I don't even watch it on this. That's what the base computer is for.
Why is the upload speed so slow?
So is the red? What is the red house with the red dots?
So the red dots are 2 parked vehicles that look to be
Okay.
just pickup trucks.
Are there any
You guys have
hills
that green
around here or
arrow.
anything?
There's the road is somewhat recessed. There is a. Let me elicit some more detail.
So here's
There
my
is a abandoned building. Oh, that is the worst square I've ever made in my life. That's embarrassing. Don't look at that.
Well, what I want to do is be able to put a round into the engine block of those vehicles.
Right. That yellow square is an abandoned building, which I can't figure out how to delete the bad one I made. There we go.
How tall?
It's about 10 feet. It's crumbling, doesn't have a roof. And then those black squares on the exterior are orchards with trees. So there's a bit of foliage between you and the building. That's
Okay.
partially why it doesn't look even spotty yet, but you can't exactly see how many people there are. You see one figure on a roof, probably armed. There's like a cylindrical shape in his hands, but you don't see anyone else.
So probably a rocket launcher or something.
or something, probably just a rifle. So here's my initial. Since we have a drone operator and a drone, and we got a sniper and another dude who could be a sniper, I'd say I'd want to have probably one of us. Let me green. So I'd probably drop Olsen off there and have Sherman hop off his dish. Well, actually, nah. I don't want that. I want to have Olsen and Reinbach dropped off there. Reinbach take the drone, run reconnaissance. Olsen, you start Overwatch from the building. Yes,
Okay.
it's crumbly. It might not be the best platform, but
That's
it's going to
fine.
be your best elevation.
That's
You might
fine.
have the best chance. And then you'll get drone support to key in your sight picture.
Well, I can take out at least one vehicle on the guy on the roof.
At least, probably both from that position. Then I'd want to take Sherman and the other and sort of storm it, come in on a sort of. Oh, damn.
Looks like there's kind of a road. Yeah.
Yeah, the road is probably 3 feet down from kind of the area. So you got a little bit of a like embankment.
Yeah.
What are these kind of white? It looks like kind of roads or paths or something up here, north of the yellow building.
Those are kind of farm trails. It is the
So
light.
why not come in that way?
Yeah, there's some empty fields and then there's some green, living trees closer to the building.
Why?
There's
Because
there's low walls surrounding the orchards.
okay. Why not come from up here? Because I assume we'd be rolling through here, coming down, see some cars, see some people, see the buildings, and I'd pull us in to a stop at the abandoned building, lay out this plan, and then we'd make our moves from there. So that'd be our starting point. We could come around up top.
Well, let's do one up here on top of the coming from that way.
All right, you want to go up top? Okay, we can certainly roll from up top.
Well, then if I start shooting from that building, they're gonna be looking this way. They're probably gonna be looking that way. You guys roll right through them.
What do the vehicles look like? Are we talking truck or cars or?
One of them is kind of it's a dually with a flatbed.
Shit.
But there doesn't look like there's anything on it. And the other one is
Not now.
kind of like a standard pickup truck.
Okay.
So, are we sure this is insurgents or somebody, or is it someone else we don't want to shoot?
I don't care.
It is an enemy territory, and last you checked, there was 4 fly-covered dead bodies in the building. So I doubt anyone nice moved in.
And besides, we gotta go with generally ROE, which is don't fire until you see weapons and/or they start firing upon you. I don't know where we're at this point in the war, though I assume we've got our own slightly deviated set of ROE, either agreed upon.
Oh no, he shot at me. Oops.
Exactly. Either agreed upon within our group or within the profession that we are.
I was attacked by obsidian shards. I had to fire back.
Jesus.
Yep.
I was attacked by a natural entity from beyond the stars.
Yeah.
I returned fire.
He funny as I punched him in the face.
All right, so they are contaminating our site. They need to go. So all right, we can stop at the abandoned building, backtrack, and then come around north. I want to bring Sherman with the Dishka up close.
Me and Ramac will walk over to the building, so you guys don't have to even go over there. So when you guys hit it, let us get into position and then just go through.
Yeah. All right. At which point we'll probably stage. Hold on. Let me paint this. We'll probably stage here as a start point, and then once we get like a sort of all clear, like you say I've downed all the people I can see, and I get the all clear from Reinbach. Then we'll go ahead and assault and do a proper drive-by, come around the backside, do a circle, make sure everything's good to go. And then get you up.
Well, when you guys move in, we'll move forward after you guys hit the place.
Yeah.
All right.
Or you want us to stay back and watch the road?
Nah, I'd rather have you up at our location and then watch the road.
Oh. Hey, leave your little gun thing, turret thing. We'll put that on the building watching the road.
That will be on the actually, yeah. Well, here's the thing. It's right now hardwired, and it's only got like 20 feet of wiring.
Mm-hmm.
I've not yet been able to upgrade it with the wireless connection. Okay. That is.
All right.
That'd take
it's got like an Atari controller or something.
Yeah. That'd take me like a half of an afternoon to upgrade it to wireless.
All right. Okay, never mind then.
All right, where am I in this picture, or am I on this convoy?
You're gonna come with me and Sherman.
Got it.
And it's going to be you, me, and Sherman that is going to poke around, make sure that everyone's been eliminated while we get some overwatch from the abandoned building. Then we clear, and our Overwatch comes up to meet up with us.
We have the other two guys in the other truck too.
Yeah. It sounds like Olsen and Weinbach are going to the abandoned building and doing Overwatch.
Yep.
And then the rest of the crew are using the two vehicles to assault the building with the machine gunner, mowing down everyone outside.
Yeah. For now, I'm gonna say we leave one of the vehicles and pile up onto one vehicle to assault the compound, so that Olsen and Reinbach have a vehicle to
All right.
Oscar Mike,
Okay.
if need be, if things go absolutely south.
Someone's got to escape.
As his plan forms into motion, the hot 100-degree Fahrenheit heat rolls across the Iraqi desert, and a strange foreboding of something even more terrifying than the war that has ravaged this part of the world for decades. The scene slowly closes, and another episode of The Tomb Raiders ends. Dun dun dun.
Oh God.